direction. No one can pull me out. I've always felt different from my feeling. Won't stop bleeding. Cause I'm sick of standing up instead of going south. I'm burning inside, but I am alive. And that's the one that you used to know. I've always hated to act like the...
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to day 2 of the WWE Draft. I am Carl Carafel. I'm alongside, at this moment right now, Bubba Duke, and we are working on getting others on here as well. Had some technical difficulties. My computer had shut down on me, so we had to restart that, and so that fun has happened, unfortunately. Let's get ourselves a new overlay up here.
Now I get the technical difficulties things, Carl. We had some last Thursday here in the Boar's Nest, but we did do our show. Happen.
And Mr. Chris Best, how are you doing?
I'm tremendously excited about what Raw's getting for a roster right now.
Me too. This is going to be very exciting. We've seen some really great things come from the first night. Now we're in Fort Worth, Texas for Monday Night Raw for the next set here.
There is one draft pick I'm a little leery about, but I want to see how it plays out.
Okay.
And that's JD McDonough's draft pick. I'm not sure he's ready for the main roster, but I'm also very excited to see him come to the main roster.
Okay. Well, it looks as though somebody's been messing around with our overlays here, unfortunately.
Wasn't me.
No, I mean somebody literally has messed around with the entire thing and moved things around.
Oh, that's not cool. Hi, Astrid. Thanks for showing up. Nice to see you.
Triple H starting us out tonight.
Trying to find a feed that's working.
Yeah, we've been having some really weird weather here as well. It's been raining here all day, and even my feed seems to keep closing down and shutting down on me here too. And I'm using the Shaw app.
I'm on the regular cable feed this week, so I should be fine for the show.
Pardon me. Sorry about that. I'm using Watch Wrestling, and I got right now.
Ah, gotcha.
I might have to talk to somebody about borrowing their Shaw cable and using the app.
Lots of people here on this draft tonight. Oh. Ooh, Lesnar not.
I mean, isn't that the way every year for Brock Lesnar?
Well, he renegotiated his status as a free agent, it says. So, Andre, good to have you here, my friend. Thank you so much for popping in. HCW Sports coming in. What's up, boys? How it goes? It goes well. It goes very, very well.
Come on, Triple H, you can do better than that.
I'm ready. I definitely am.
Ready to see who the next set of picks are.
Wow. Okay.
I called that one myself.
Yeah. I mean, when we saw the one go, we figured this was going to happen as well.
Yeah.
Andre, if you're not watching Raw, what are you watching, my friend?
I don't have audio, but I'm just to the point where he's saying who it is.
That's why I'm trying not to spoil it for you, Bubba.
So
Yeah, my
Andre's
feed's way
asking.
behind.
Andre's asking who they picked. So
Oh,
Raw picked
Well, we
okay.
knew Rhea Ripley would
Rhea
go there.
Ripley,
Okay, this one's interesting.
and
I just got Rhea Ripley.
SmackDown has taken Austin Theory. I'm going to spoil it for you, Bubba.
That's
so
okay.
you can
We called
everyone
that.
up.
We called that already. So I knew that was going to happen.
Ugh. And Monday Night Raw is taking Seth freaking Rollins.
Which
Right,
we
Carl's
figured.
ahead of me for once.
I just got Austin Theory. That's how far behind I am, boys.
And again, my stream has we ran into a problem while streaming, attempting to resume.
That's because you're Shaw, right? Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
weather's going to mess with that because of the cable, right? The satellites.
Well, it's
and
online.
stuff.
I don't pay for cable. I pay for online.
Yeah, but the feed.
True.
Seth
Wow.
freaking Rollins.
SmackDown takes Shar.
Good. I don't want her on Raw.
I don't want her on the product, period. I like Charlotte. I just don't like how, because her daddy's friends with Triple H, she gets everything.
Well, I mean a little bit. I mean she did. I mean, I do have to say, and I'm not the biggest Charlotte fan at all, but
She's talented in ring.
right, and I think that she did use a little bit of her daddy, but she really like did a lot for herself too, I believe. But it's not like it doesn't make me a fan, definitely at all of Charlotte. I
I
never
kind of wish
have.
that Charlotte went with the way Randy Orton got into the business. Because when Randy went into the business, Bob said, "I'm not going to hand you anything. I'm going to just send you to Harley Race, and you're going to train with Harley."
Right.
Yeah.
Although Astrid does have a good little pairing here, Bianca versus Charlotte. Then
I think I'd be interested in that. Actually,
I would be too.
But here's the thing. Charlotte's going to win the
Charlotte's
title.
on the TV. Turn it off.
Oh, don't freeze up now, bro. Oh.
So apparently Brock and Cody are both going to be live on Monday Night Raw. We're going to be getting Matt Riddle taking on Jimmy Uso tonight on Monday Night Raw.
speaking of Jimmy Uso, I saw his debut match as a jobber the other day, and I did not know this. But his debut match as a jobber was against Deuce and Domino.
That long ago?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, bro.
Yeah, that was ages ago.
Yeah. Deuce, Domino, and Jerry.
Yep.
Yes.
Underrated theme song from those guys, by the way.
Okay.
I believe so as well.
USA Network now. And Paul Heyman's in the ring.
Astrid is saying, I believe she's the last of the horsewomen that Bianca hasn't beaten yet. And I believe you are correct.
I don't think they've ever stepped in the ring against one another.
Andre, Ed's calling me out here saying, don't you dare badmouth my queen. The Usos. The fate of the Usos.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
They're going to Raw.
they faced each other before, maybe only once, Astrid thinks. It's very possible.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember it, so
And for all of you that are watching us over on the YouTube, it would be greatly appreciated if you could, if you're watching like on your phone, hit that little X that you see under the video, hit the thumbs up button, give us a like on the video. That helps push it out to more people, that helps the channel grow, and hit that like button.
oh. Of course, I come online and my nose starts to run now.
Heyman going for that cheap heat there.
He definitely is, which definitely
Good for him.
works, right? So
Yeah.
Pardon me.
So Paul Heyman definitely going, kind of talking a little bit about what the internet has been talking about. There was even a little photo that was put up after we saw the unveiling of that championship, that new world championship, showing Roman Reigns holding that championship along with the other two.
Yes, I seen that.
And now Paul Heyman's feeding right into that.
Well, of course he would, because that's what Paul Heyman's good at, is paying attention to what's going on within the world itself and bringing it to the ring and making it real, like, oh yeah, Roman Reigns is going to hold that title one day.
That's what made him an excellent booker.
Oh, yeah.
100%. 100%.
Josh, we definitely can do that, but I will hook up with you tomorrow. After I'm done on here, I got to get right to bed because I work again for 7:00 in the morning, which means it's a wake up of about 5:45 in the morning. And this ends at 11. But I will definitely hit you up tomorrow. I do get a little bit of downtime while I'm at work.
I just heard a huge pop. What's going on?
We got Seth Rollins coming out.
Awesome. Trying to beat it. I might have to just start looking on my phone here in a minute. Like, my computer just doesn't want to find a good feed.
Oh, my feed stopped once again. Now it's back. Goodness gracious.
It's our weather today.
Yeah.
It
definitely is,
2-3
unfortunately.
days it's been like this. It's just annoying.
Josh, I appreciate that, my man. I appreciate that. Seth Rollins once again going into Becky Lynch's wardrobe.
I don't know.
I don't know. This looks like something Sensational Sherry would have worn.
Yeah.
So you totally caught me off guard with that one. Oh, that was a good one. So all I hear is that crowd just
He doesn't even have to say anything, and they're already eating out of his hand.
right. But again, when you're as good as this guy is, you don't have to do anything. You don't
You just show up.
show up, wear your wife's clothes, and look pretty. Like, how hard is that?
Monday Night Rollins, bringing that back. So Josh has a question, nor a thought. He goes, is it me or does John Moxley seem to be the only ex-Shield member who didn't expand their character after the Shield dismembered? Yeah, I think I could agree with that, but I think that Mox didn't or doesn't need to expand on his character. I think his character is exactly what it is, what it needs to be, and I think it works perfectly the way that it is.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my question to that statement now: is that you're talking about the Dean Ambrose character, or are you actually talking about John Moxley in AEW?
Just Mox, just the like the guy himself.
Yeah, no, he didn't have to change shit on his character. That's him. That's who he is. That's
I mean, before the tribal chief thing, I would think Roman Reigns had trouble with expanding his character.
yes, yes.
I mean, here's a guy who, at least for 2-3 years after the Shield, he still came out to the Shield music, wearing the Shield gear and everything like that.
Yeah, he didn't really. Yeah, there was that stale part for him for a little while, and then they came up with this tribal chief thing, and then he took off. And what happens too, you get a guy like Mr. Heyman in your corner, shit's gonna happen for you. I don't care who you are. You could be a kid that has runny freaking noses all the time and be nobody. You get Paul Heyman in your corner, you're a nose running superstar. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, I think the only failure that Paul Heyman ever had was when they paired him off with Curtis Axel.
oh, I forgot all about that.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
I forgot all about that. I'm sure that's a nightmare Paul Heyman would like to forget.
Oh, this online Shaw feed tonight is just atrocious. So if you guys are still seeing, you guys need to talk because I'm not seeing anything.
It's literally just Seth Rollins and Heyman talking back and forth at the moment. I don't know what about because I have no volume.
Well, right now we have Solo Sikoa heading to the ring right now.
Okay. I'm not at that point yet.
Josh is saying, yes, but Roman became what he is now. He is great on the mic. He is longer in matches. Dean just changed the name. I am no Roman fan, but he did turn the character up from just the muscle of the group. Yeah, and you know what? I would agree with that. Like, yeah, definitely he did. He turned it up to a level that is, absolutely fantastic for him right now.
I just lost my feed too.
So we're getting Solo versus Seth.
tonight.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
I can get behind that.
Yeah, I definitely can too.
Ah, here we go. It's back now.
I had to totally refresh my screen here. So we'll see if this opens up and what happens with it.
Can you run that app on your phone?
I could.
I know it's probably not going to be any better, but I'm just throwing a thought out there.
I could if I needed to. I'm trying this service and I'm trying my IPTV service as well. I'm going to see.
Up
Yes.
next, we're getting Liv and Raquel defending against Bailey and Dakota Kai.
Nice.
Huh.
I'm cool with that.
Yes.
I'm cool with Bailey in general, so and Liv Morgan as well. I've been pretty hot on her.
Yeah,
lately.
for me, Liv as well. Yes.
Mine's Raquel. I like Raquel. I just like how tall she is. Like she's tall and she's not ripped, but she's got that, that muscle. She can, hold her own.
Right.
Plus she's pretty in the face. I mean, that helps too.
Of course that would help.
I mean, I could see what Braun Strowman likes in that woman. I can see it.
Speaking of Braun, did you know that they're planning a potential romance storyline with him and Alexa Bliss?
I heard this, and I laughed and went, "That's fucking stupid." Part of my language. Sorry. Sorry about that. We're trying to stop the swearing online thing because of the show now. I want kids to be able to come in. Sorry. I think it's really silly. There we go.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's why? Everybody knows he's dating who he's dating.
Yeah. I look at it this way. It doesn't benefit either one of the two in any way.
No, it doesn't. If anything, it's going to make them both look silly as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
I mean, if they were both single and we knew that they had nobody else in their life, blah, 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 and you started that kind of storyline, like, oh, now they're going to, slowly make their way together as a story, sure. Okay, I can see it. I can believe it. But with media the way it is today, how are you going to, you know what I mean?
Yeah. How are you gonna make people believe that they're actually together?
When everybody knows that he's with Raquel Rodriguez.
And she's with Ryan Cabrera.
And she's got a guy herself. Like, okay, whatever. I hear she's a free agent though right now. Like,
yeah, and now since we're on the subject of Raquel, basically, another call up I was very excited about was Zoe Starks.
yes.
I'm very excited to see what they do with her. I think she's going to freshen up that women's division.
She's gonna do something. I hope she comes in and just doesn't exactly dominate, but you know what I mean. Puts the women's division on notice. There's like, listen, I'm here, and you better all watch out because I'm serious about getting that title. You know what I mean? Like,
and then they do a slow build to her and Rhea.
Yes. But like super slow, not a huge build.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking like next year they start their feud,
Look who made it. It's our brother OMD. Welcome to the show, my friend. You're muted, so nobody can hear you.
And we got the American Nightmare showing up.
Yes. Wearing a snazzy suit. My goodness, look at that plaid on that guy. Oh, Carl's favorite GM's there. Mr. Adam Pierce.
So there's one thing I enjoyed about the SmackDown draft picks. It's every time, whenever Shawn Michaels came out and they did an NXT call up, the look of upset, the look of Shawn Michaels' face said it all. Like how upset he was that he was losing these wrestlers.
Even though you know he's excited that these
Mhm.
people are getting the call up to the big shows, it's nice to see him go, oh, I didn't want to lose that person. They're so good.
Yeah.
Whether it's show or his honest feelings, which I hope it is his honest feeling that, oh, I didn't want to lose that person.
Well, I mean, he did lose a lot of key names. I mean, Indy Hartwell, Alba Fire, her tag team partner. I can't think of her name right now.
Yes. I'm so excited this year for this draft and just the way it's going down. It's not like, oh, let's spin the ball and this person, oh yeah, you're going to. No, it's
Or
They're
let's have a match
thinking-
and see who gets the pick.
yeah, right. But they're legit thinking this through this year and are like, okay, we want this team over here because for the women's division, it's going to be so much more dynamic in that tag team division with these two women over here.
Yeah.
Right.
Or vice versa. This woman being on Raw now makes this division that much better.
And I think that's why I'm excited about Natty coming to Raw. I think she's going to bring a lot of experience to the women's roster there.
But I'm a huge Natty fan. I will admit that. Like, if that woman called me up and said, you need to get here because I want, your whatever, not my body, but my brain. Yeah, I would drop everything and don't ask me twice. I'm there, Natty. I'll be right there. But my problem is, are they actually going to utilize her and put a title on this woman that's not a tag team title? Probably not.
No,
Probably not.
I
But
think she's going to be there, like I said, to lend the experience, but still do the jobs.
yes, and I hate to say it, that's where Natty is in her career right now, is to help build up the new talent and maybe take one under her wing and win these tag team titles as a tag team, maybe, and just help build a new big woman's character.
Right.
Like the women we have in the ring right now. I'll bet you
So-
every one of them could say they've done something with Natty.
OMD, you keep talking, but it's telling me that your camera or that your microphone is unplugged. It says it isn't connected.
He's
Might
probably
have to-
been trying to join in the last 5 minutes.
He probably has. Like, even Bailey, for example, Bailey has had phenomenal matches with Natalya in the past. So,
Right.
and I mean, look at how big she is as a female star now.
True. I think she did a lot of that for herself, though.
Yeah, well, I mean, having an experienced wrestler like that across from you to make you look that good too, to elevate you even more than what you already are, I mean, that helps.
Right.
But you are correct. Yes, Bailey definitely, the whole hug thing and then every step she's taken since. Yeah, she's definitely done it on her own.
Dan, it's still saying that it's not connected.
You might have to restart your stuff there, my brother.
This is why I do a mic check before I enter the studio.
He probably didn't.
No, it says you're disconnected.
Oh, that was a big boot to the face.
It was, right?
Wow.
And then even that spear was a nice, slingshot spear going on there.
Yeah,
I
It
knew
just looked
all
good.
that. My roommate decided to text me. I've got to do something real quick on my PlayStation.
Oh, yeah. It's all good. OMD.
Hey,
It says your mic has been unmuted now.
Yep.
OMD.
I think he might have unplugged his headphones.
Hello.
Well, y'all are going to get to see this
He might be
live.
froze now. Oh, my video just died. Reload. Oh, there he is. You just called him?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
If he can figure out how to answer it. Hey, so
can't hear him
it
at
shows
all.
that
That's
your mic is unmuted, but we're still not hearing anything from you. And I know that you can't see us. Okay.
Tell him to restart. Oh, I got it back. I didn't even do nothing. Oh, yeah. I can hear him on the phone.
I don't know. You might have to. I mean, Josh is already saying, you know, he's had some bad maple syrup help him out, I guess. Okay, but yeah, I'm not sure exactly what's going on now. But yeah, it shows that your mic is unmuted. It shows that everything is fine. You maybe just get out and come back in. That might be a good thing as well. So let's try that here first. I just kicked you out.
You're not welcome
I got
yet.
the power.
Get out. Get out. Did you hear Carl just total greed right there? Oh my god, that's great. So while we're waiting on commercial break here, total shameless promotion for the Boar's Nest here. We are playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare Warzone on Thursday. And this Tuesday, the new game comes out that we're going to premiere, not this week, but next week on the Boar's Nest for everybody. I think it's called Redfall. Give me one second. Yes, it's called Redfall. It comes out tomorrow.
Okay.
But what we're gonna do is we're gonna play it to get the understanding of the game first before we bring it to you as product. Oh, I think that
nice. OMD's computer totally froze up on him, so he is going to have to restart his computer. He says so. He'll be back on just as this show comes back on here.
Yep.
Great women's tag team. I am very happy with the current tag team champions that we have as well.
Let's get your little biased on that one, Mr. Carl, because your girl Liv Morgan's the champion.
That's right.
Well, one of. I can't say that. I'm a little biased.
Well, for me, I'm actually happy to see Liv with the title as well, but I'm also happy that they're doing something with these belts finally.
Me too. It seems like there's a real big focus on them, and I mean, not even just because of Liv and Raquel, even before that. Right, with Damage Control, there seemed to have been this really nice push for the women's tag team championships, and I am all for that.
Now, my question would be, is that because Triple H is pro women's wrestling? Like he wants a lot of spotlight on the female wrestling?
I think it's because Triple H is pro wrestling.
He doesn't put a title on it. Sorry, you're correct. It's wrestling. Period. Ooh, that was a good move. Oh, she kicked out.
Josh, I don't believe that there are any restrictions on here, so if you have a link, go ahead and post it. It says, check out our latest live event. It was a decent show. A lot of new faces and big stories to be heard.
Oh, definitely. NXT's tomorrow at 8 Eastern Standard Time.
Oof.
Oh, Liv Morgan just took a good kick to the stomach right there. Oh,
I'm past
Oh!
that. Yeah.
oh, to go. Oh, yes. Yeah, that was huge, Carl.
Yeah.
Oh, that was interesting.
Ooh.
Is that a code breaker?
No, no, no.
Whoa.
What?
Whoa, that was huge.
Well, I guess
Oh,
it
no
wasn't for the
way.
belt.
Did they?
I guess it wasn't for the titles. I thought it was.
I thought it was too.
I thought that was for the titles. That's why I was so into this match.
I mean, I was
Ooh.
still into this match regardless because all 4 women can.
They can wrestle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Everyone take the time right now. Pause, screenshot, do whatever you got to do. Link is on the screen. Twitch.tv/videos/180-710-4609. Once again, that is twitch.tv/videos/180-710-4609.
And we'll definitely be checking that out for sure.
Bobby,
Bobby.
I am doing okay. I've been struck with a bug,
Book of tea.
and
Me
my
too,
throat has
Carl.
been killing me. Yesterday, I was coughing so much, like my side was hurting every time that I coughed. It's slowly starting to go down and dissipate now, but consistency is key when you're trying to make this your full-time job.
Yep.
Bobby,
Bobby.
how are you doing?
I was just going to ask him that. I was going to go, damn it, Bobby. How are you? Oh, I would also like to thank Bobby and the wonderful people at Turnbuckle Studios and at OLE for helping me at the Boar's Nest get a new intro. Something a little more user-friendly and more towards what I'm doing here in the Boar's Nest. So I salute you, Bobby. Thank you. I appreciate the help, guys.
It was made to be more YouTube friendly, considering YouTube wanted to not put copyright strikes on things, but kind of just give warnings.
Yes. They were giving us warnings that they wanted it changed. They were very polite about it.
Bobby says, I'm doing all right. It's been rough with work lately, but OLE is my saving grace. I fully agree, man. I fully do. It's the same for me.
I loved that intro. I can't wait for Thursday to just hit that play button and just watch that. It's going to be epic.
Sorry, I was just trying to sort out something with my Amazon Prime and my roommate. We both have a shared screen account, so
No. It's all good.
Okay,
it's all good.
he wanted to rent a movie, and it was under a free trial thing, so I got it for him.
Nice.
Nice.
Bobby is saying Thursday is going to be great. I'm waiting for word back to confirm Joseph Samuel is able to join us again for another live show. Dude, that would be epic. That would be fantastic.
It would be nice. I will be shamelessly promoting the crap out of their show too on my show, which I always do, which is fun.
I'll let it out of the bag.
Bobby in there.
I'll let it out of the bag for everybody at some point. I will be having like an interview with the one Mr. Jackson Payne coming up for everyone. the Death Merchant, Jackson Payne, whom just recently came through my area here and had a hell of a matchup against Rowan, formerly of the WWE and the Wyatt family. It was such a privilege to be able to do commentary for that as well. But he's reached out to me, and I am more than happy to oblige, and I will be hitting him back up tomorrow to discuss.
Yes.
I think I'll be
thought
tuning
it
in
was
for that.
I think
Parrish
everybody's
confirmed the
gonna be-
leader of the Beaumaye Fight Club, Alex Kane, is joining them on Busting Out on the 21st. Shit, dude, that is awesome.
So now that we're on the
Absolutely.
subject of stables, how pumped are you guys that Imperium is coming to Raw?
Pumped.
I'm super pumped about Imperium coming to Raw.
Oh, me too. I really can't wait to see what they do with them. Nakamura too. I am jacked. I want him and Cody.
That would be interesting.
And thank you to you, Bobby and Josh.
Yes.
OMD, you're on the screen. Are you on the mic as well?
I'm not sure. Can you guys hear me now?
are.
Wonderful.
That's awesome.
Wonderful. I apologize for all the delays, but the computer needed a reboot.
It
Yeah, dude,
happens.
it happens. It's all good.
I need a whole internet system reboot.
Oh, geez.
Right? I got one link that I got now. That's it. This thing dies again. I don't know what. I might have to look everything up on my phone.
So I did see the end
OMG.
of the Damage Control versus Raquel and Liv match.
Did you see the draft picks yet, OMD?
The first round, yes. Have they done the second round yet or no?
No.
Okay. I did hear somebody say that Cody was coming out, but I'm going to guess it was probably backstage and he was just in
he
his
was
MJF
arriving
suit.
at the arena at the time.
Okay, so he was just in his MJF suit.
Yeah, the plaid.
Yeah.
You guys,
I've seen that. Thank you so much, Bobby. I appreciate all the support you guys give us. Like, you have no idea.
Yes, thank you
Yeah,
guys.
since we got Bobby here, I'm going to channel my inner Bobby right now and bring my cat on screen.
Hey, we got Booker T coming out.
Booker and Charmel.
Oh, and the Queen.
Wow.
Oh, that is a beautiful woman right there.
She is.
And what a character she was when she was Queen Charmel, eh? I think Carl's frozen in time.
No, he's just observing. He's doing his thing over there, taking his minute. But yes, who do we get?
So we got Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens coming to Raw, and I'm excited about that.
Is that who they just drafted? Thank you. I'm
Yes.
3 minutes behind you.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do we do with those titles? Do we split those up or?
That's going to depend because I'm going to guess that
The Usos are going to SmackDown.
and
And if the-
probably with the next pick.
The Usos are going to SmackDown.
My feed just crapped out again. Come on, get back here. I want to see what's going on.
Judgment Day is staying on Raw.
Okay, Chris, you're ahead of us.
Yeah,
I know.
hush.
I'm spoiling
So,
it.
yes, don't spoil it.
No, I'm excited because I hate to be impartial, but we are doing the Raw watch along, and I'm more excited about what's coming to Raw than what's going to SmackDown.
See, I'm actually excited for both.
Yeah, I'm excited for both too, but I just have that little bit more. I lean more to the Raw side. You know what I mean?
Rey Mysterio. That's
Yeah.
all I heard.
The entire LWO.
Oh, the LWO is going to Smack. That's awesome.
Yep.
It actually makes sense given SmackDown does actually have a large Hispanic crowd that watches their program.
I'm pretty sure Carl might be frozen now too, because
Oh no.
Yeah, Carl's frozen in time.
Oh no.
but you know what? Carl can hold a post for a very, very long time. I will give him that. And he's hard. He's a hard person to get to crack. Oh, I'll tell you that
Yep.
right now.
Yep.
Like he's had me fooled that he was super pissed one time. I was like, "Oh shit, what did I do?" And then he just started laughing. I'm like, bro,
Almost like that scene in Goodfellas.
here comes my favorite guy, Ricochet,
And here comes my favorite guy, Braun.
aka Prince Puma from.
Yes, I will actually take Ricochet over Braun. Braun can just go away.
I guess I'm the
Tell
only
us how you
Braun
really
fan
feel,
in the
bro.
crowd.
Like, tell us how you really feel. Like, don't hold back.
Braun to me, and I got tired of him a few years ago when everybody was complaining about Roman Reigns being pushed down our throats. I was the same way about Braun. It's, wow, he can run around the ring and knock people over.
That is getting old. Yes.
I agree. Some of his spots are getting old, but I still have that little glimmer of hope that we see something more out of him. You know.
Hello, Mel Ball. Thank you for coming to the show.
And look, Carl's not frozen in time anymore.
Oh, well, wonderful.
I
Wonderful.
don't know what the hell is going on. I need to get a hold of Shaw because this is pissing me off now.
Your thing keeps cutting out?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
Could be a router problem or a modem problem because I'm on Shaw right now and I'm fine.
No, he's talking. He uses the Shaw app to watch the wrestling.
No. I'm talking the internet.
Oh. Yeah, and the big screen that I have up with the feed keeps clicking out on me.
I've also got Shaw's latest internet though, the 6G thing that they just put out last year.
See, I don't. I need to talk to them. So now, Tony, I'm sorry if you didn't get this answered, and I hope that you're still here. Chris, it looks as though you've been writing down the picks. Is that correct?
I've been reading the draft picks on Wikipedia, trying to remember which picks happened over the weekend, actually.
Okay,
Oh.
so what about tonight's?
No, I haven't been. I don't have the finger power on my phone to do it.
Okay.
Carl, did you see the second round of picks?
No, I did not get to catch that. What was the first round for Tony in case he's still here? So if somebody has it, go through the first and the second round.
Okay, give me like 2 seconds. I got to pull it back up. on my
I
phone
can
here.
do the second round right now off by heart. The first
Okay.
round I can't remember. To Raw was Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. To SmackDown went the Usos.
Okay.
To Raw was the Judgment Day. To SmackDown was the LWO.
Okay.
And round 1 to Raw was Rhea Ripley. To SmackDown was Austin Theory. To Raw was Seth Rollins. Charlotte Flair goes to SmackDown. And that was the end of the first round picks.
Okay. Tony, thank you for sticking around and bearing with us through that. I appreciate it, my friend.
Yeah.
So there you go. There's all the picks that have happened so far. Just the 8 picks so far.
Yes.
And we had Triple H do the
Yeah.
first round, and we had Booker
Yes.
T and Queen Charmel do the second, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And keep in mind,
Yes,
after
sir.
Raw, they're going to be doing supplemental picks too. So you might want to stick around with whatever newsfeed you use for wrestling and watch those.
Yeah. They're doing it
Yes.
right after?
No, it'll probably be
After or
tomorrow.
next day.
It will probably be tomorrow, as well as more free agents announced.
Okay.
Like Dolph
perfect.
Ziggler and Omos were announced as free agents the other day, along with 2 others.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tony, I'm glad that you
Glad
found
to
us
see
here as well. We are here every Monday night with our local establishment and Turnbuckle Studios collaboration together. Our local establishment has programs that run pretty much every day of the week, and not just professional wrestling. We've got gaming, we've got movie and music talk, we have got paranormal stuff with Paramindful. We have a whole plethora of different content available on this YouTube channel.
Oh yeah. And if you have
And
any
as
ideas,
Ole
by all
puts
means,
up
let 'em
there,
know.
Tony Campbell, we appreciate you tuning in to a show here on our channel. It means the world to us. It definitely does.
It does.
Yes, thank you.
Feel free to subscribe. Hit that little bell button so you get a notification anytime any of us are online.
Yep.
By all means, your comments and opinion is appreciated and wanted. 100%.
I'm going to take a look here and see. Yes, perfect. It is here. So the next commercial break, stick around, Tony, and I'll actually play the little video that we've got that gives you everything that's going to be coming up with our local establishments, whether it is on our local establishments page or on Turnbuckle Studios as well.
So we have an interesting development here as Maxine Dupree accompanied Alpha Academy to the ring tonight.
Yeah, I was just going to ask. I haven't seen her with the Maximum Male models over the last few weeks. Are they trying to distance her away from them or what?
I'm not sure. I did see clips from the Sunday night show. I believe it was Sunday Stunner in Paris, which Otis and Chad beat up the Maximum Male models with French baguettes.
So I saw that too, actually.
And now all of a sudden you're getting this. Now, like I said, I could be wrong because I don't like to get from Paris, France, all back over to Corpus Christi, Texas, or Fort Worth is a long ass flight.
Yeah.
It could well have
Tony,
been
thank
Saturday.
you. Thank you for subbing, Tony. Greatly appreciate that. And I totally understand the notification bell thing. I have a ton of mine shut off as well because, my phone would be blowing up all day, and already the programs that I have to use on my phone for work drain my battery enough that I would lose my mind if it were to drain even quicker because of YouTube notifications.
I was just going to say the same thing. I literally, the only notification I have on for my YouTube is the Olay network. That's it. Because everything is on Olay or Turnbuckle Studios.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
Nice.
Literally. Oh, geez, you just ran right through that.
Jeez. What a slam.
Yes.
Braun's got scary strength, man.
Yeah.
He does well. I mean, he is a former power lifter, so
He is at one time very heavy into the world strongman competitions as well. So
yes, he was.
I remember watching him when he was just like, dude, he looked like he was 500 pounds lifting stuff. It was great.
And for a big guy like him, he's got amazing cardio as well.
Yeah.
Oh, we got HBK.
They're my man.
I would like to point out, though, tonight, aside from this awesome legend being on our screen, Carl is wearing, and I had a hard time not tearing up when I seen him wearing it. It's Owen Hart's T-shirt.
Hurts.
One of my favorite wrestlers of all times. I wanted to be Owen Hart when I started wrestling.
Yes, I loved Owen. I was a bigger Owen fan than Brett.
Me too.
We're coming up on his anniversary, by the way.
Yes,
We definitely are.
That's kind of why I wanted to point it out and just say thank you, Carl, for wearing that T-shirt. It means a lot.
Well, we're now in commercial break. Let's give you guys a commercial about what's coming up with our local establishment. And there you have it, friends. An extended cut this week with so much going on, from the preview to the reviews for the PLE. Mel Ball coming back in with another Mel Balls mix. This week is not a Paramindful week. Next week will be. There is just so much that is always going on. And some of the stuff as well is not always shown on YouTube. So if you do have Twitch, make sure that you're following our local establishment on Twitch as well. Down in the ticker below, you'll see it posted down there, along with all the other links for all the socials for our local establishment. Thank you to Bobby for putting that together for us, for including logos, for including times when things are happening, and just making it look really killer, dude. Thank you.
That was killer. I like it.
And another huge shout out to Bobby for creating the social media posts for Bubba and I for our Gaming Boys Thursdays.
Yes.
And he did say that he created something else here for you guys as well. There we go. Made a short clip for you guys from your last stream that he's going to put onto YouTube Thursday to help promote the show for you guys as well.
Oh, awesome.
It's
Thank
not
you,
like you
Bobby.
didn't have enough footage. We got 3 hours on there.
Yeah.
Like, thank you, Bobby. I appreciate that.
Yes.
It was fun
Yes.
to do a special 3-hour episode. It was fun.
Yeah.
So, Tony, if you got the time, there's lots of content over here.
All right.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay, so I know that we talked about it a little bit before, but
Yes.
how is everybody feeling now after it's been a little bit of time since the announcement happened? We are going to be getting Damian Priest taking on Bad Bunny at Backlash instead of Bad Bunny being just the host. I'm going to go around the room with this super quick. Bubba, what do you think about that?
I had mixed feelings at first, but it's growing on me. I'm kind of looking forward to Bad Bunny just whipping some butt.
OMD?
I'm good with it. I know you and I discussed this last week on Turnbuckle Talk.
Yeah.
As well, and I am okay with it because he's put in the effort to learn the business and train to be able to do spots. So I am okay with this. I'm actually excited for it to be a street fight.
Chris?
I'm actually glad that you said not just hosting, because he is still going to be doing the hosting bit of the show.
Right.
My cat just threw down my mouse on me. But no, I'm with OMD on this one. I like that he's got the respect for the business. He understands what the business is about. So yeah. I'm totally jacked to see what he's going to do in this match.
I'm still in the same sentiment here that I was last week. I would have rather just Bad Bunny continue to host, and that's it.
But I was gonna say, I'm wondering though how he's gonna tackle both hosting and doing the match at the same time.
So now, where have you seen that he is going to be hosting still as well? Because in that promo that he did, he said he's not going to be hosting. He's going to be kicking Damian's ass.
They said it on SmackDown.
Okay.
Oh, I missed that then, because I didn't hear that on
Okay, so we just missed a draft pick here from NXT.
No, that's okay. I got it.
I haven't seen it yet. Sean's still just coming to the podium for me.
I have Adam Pearce coming out now.
Yeah, I missed it.
No, there wasn't
I'll
any
let you
pick.
know.
Oh,
There wasn't
Nope.
any pick. It was
It's-
just because Shawn Michaels is now synonymous with NXT. They were showing the NXT room.
okay. I thought it was an NXT pick and they were all celebrating.
For first pick of the third round,
Don't spoil it.
and before we get it,
Brock Lesnar interrupts.
yeah, so where I'm not spoiling nothing.
Thanks, Carl.
Or should I say under Brock?
That cowboy's on a mission.
Yes, he is.
Adam, just back up, buddy.
Yep.
Yeah,
He
back
did-
away, not the page, poor lady.
Oh, geez.
He's totally ignoring him. Oh, not anymore.
Brock Lesnar comes out and Adam Pearce then starts following him, going, it's the draft tonight. It's a really big deal. What's going on? What are you doing? Brock just gives him a look and he backs away.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's all you need to do to sell a guy like Brock.
Oh, of course.
Yes. And Brock, of course, announced right off the bat that he's a free agent by Triple H.
Yes.
Well,
Which is
yeah,
nothing
I guess-
new because, like I said at the top of the program, they've announced that every year for Brock.
Yeah.
Well, then they can make money off him, put him wherever they want, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's not a shocker.
I am then, now, forever a Brock Lesnar fan.
Yes.
Eh,
I mean, there was a period in 2004 where I wasn't a fan of him.
Okay.
You know what? When he first came out, I wasn't huge on him. He grew on me when he came back, and then it was the part-time schedule and realizing everything he went through back then till now made me respect him more.
Oh, what's going on here?
Draft business trumps everything, apparently.
Brock's going to take out all the local wrestlers.
yeah, why is
He
he
needs security.
like? I'm sorry, but I didn't get in the ring.
Oh, geez. Oh, no way. Oh, my goodness.
What's he saying? Because I don't know what's going on here.
Adam
He's
Pearce
really
said,
creeping guys all
I've
over
asked nicely. Draft trumps everything. Need you to leave. And Brock goes, with all due respect, it's going to take a lot more men than that to get me to leave. And then all these other ones start coming out.
Yeah,
And
I
now
see
we've
that.
got somebody else showing up.
We've got yeah.
What?
Another what?
What the hell?
Oh, geez, that was a stiff right hand. Wow.
Yeah, but I don't get what the guards are doing.
They're holding Cody away from Brock Lesnar
Yep.
because Cody's lost his ever loving mind. He's just smacking
And
everybody.
it's funny, if it was anybody else, Brock would be diving over the security guards to get to them. And now he's in true heel fashion. He's just walking away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's playing the chicken crap heel.
No, I wouldn't even say that. I say he's playing more than mind games.
Yeah.
He's using this.
Well,
now
that's what I mean.
instead
Like
of
he's
his
playing that
muscle.
chicken crap heel, but playing the mind games on him. Like, you know what I mean?
Cody made Brock bleed his own blood.
I
Yep.
see this.
Wow.
Well, as Bubba said, he did stiff him on that shot.
Yep.
He did. He stiffed him hard, bro. That's why I'm surprised Brock didn't lose his shit and just go in there and give him one back. But
I was gonna say, remember when he lost his shit on Braun
Braun?
Strowman in that one match?
Yep. On
Yeah,
Braun,
yeah.
on Randy, on Cena.
you know what?
Well, the
though?
one on Randy was supposed to happen.
Oh, hold on, my child's calling.
Tony, me too. I like heel Brock. I like happy Brock. I like all the Brocks.
Even Block Party Brock, that was fun, actually.
Oh yeah, were you coming out with that boombox on his shoulder? Hell yeah, man.
That was actually
Yep.
fun. That was something we'd never expect out of Brock Lesnar.
No. I never did.
No.
Actually, the one thing I never expected out of Brock Lesnar was when he came out with the mariachi band again in that feud against Eddie Guerrero.
Right. And he came out wearing a sombrero.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was some good shit.
That was Eddie telling Brock, go for it, do what you got to do. Yeah.
Oh yeah. 1000%. That's exactly what that was.
I'm going to be honest because I'm hoping that after the draft tonight, you're not going to see Bianca and Rhea just exchange titles and hand them over to the other.
We are, though. You just know it. We are.
Because, I mean, they did it with the New Day and the Street Profits. It was cool the first time, and then Becky and Charlotte completely went and ruined that.
Yeah, because that turned into a shoot.
Yep.
From what I have been hearing from my friend Tom Collahue, is that we will be getting an exchange, but it won't be anything like the last one. It'll just be a simple exchange. That's it. No drama, no bullshit. That's it.
Okay.
Tony got into weightlifting because of Brock.
Wow.
I don't blame him.
No.
You see a guy that size?
Training
Yeah,
regimen? That guy, it's nuts what he does.
it is.
Yeah.
You know what? I've said it before. I'll say it again. It's like a generational thing, right? So like, there was like Arnold Schwarzenegger, and the look that he had, and the people that got into weightlifting and powerlifting and stuff, and bodybuilding because of Arnold.
Yes.
Well, I think when people see somebody like Brock Lesnar, who transcended just professional wrestling and went into mixed martial arts and dominated over there for a while as well, and it was seen by so many different people that Brock definitely would be a reason why people would get into something like that, whether it's
Absolutely.
bodybuilding,
You could
weightlifting,
even say
whatever
the
it
same
is.
thing for Batista.
True.
Yep. And let's
He's
not
on a
forget.
more lesser level though, because he really didn't do anything outside of the WWE at that time.
No,
No,
but
he
he's
didn't.
still a beast and a half.
But, I mean, you look at a guy like Bobby Lashley,
Right.
the Olympic freestyle wrestler, military wrestler, bodybuilder, and worked his way into WWE. And yes, struggled mightily in his first go round, and then went around the world, went to Bellator and fought there. Then he went to Impact and learned how to work and learned how to compete.
All right, we got another pick coming up.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
First
guys.
of the
My
third.
daughter.
Okay. I'm okay with that.
I'm good with this. But I really think that this should be a cross-brand title.
I think so as well.
Well, they're staying on Raw.
It
Nice.
should be, but because you've got the NXT Women's Champions gone to SmackDown,
HBK bit doing the next pick over Pierce.
So Raw getting the
Okay,
women's
so-
tag team champions, SmackDown getting, as I like to refer to her now, Oscana.
I'm a little bit worried about this one too because she recently asked for her release.
She did not.
Oh, she didn't.
That was
She
rumored.
That was a rumor?
not. Rumored.
Okay, I thought so. Because
The rumor was she asked for her release to go to Japan.
yeah,
That was the rumor.
that's what I read yesterday, actually.
No, Asuka has not asked for her release.
Okay,
Ooh,
so then I'm
ooh,
happy.
interesting.
Okay.
The New
Okay.
Day. The New Day to Raw. Kofi and Xavier. No mention of Big E.
I was gonna
Because they're
say
not
though,
sure
correct
when
me
he's
if I'm
coming back
wrong,
yet.
but isn't Big E already a Raw dude?
Right.
Keep in mind, they've also tried to split them up over the years, and now we're going to find out. I'm going to bet right here if Big E is coming back.
SmackDown with the Brawling Brutes.
Well, that's how
Ooh.
you got to get them away from Imperium right now.
True.
Wow.
You gotta split them up, yeah.
And HBK did not have to announce an NXT draft pick.
Not yet, at least.
Bet you he's happy.
So Tony's saying that he's 40. So you're right in the same age as the rest of us here.
Yep.
Triple
yeah.
H initially got me into the gym, but when I met Brock as a WWE rookie, he told me to get in the ring and kill it every time. Dude,
The
that's
fact that you met
insane.
Brock is just awesome.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
And the fact that Brock talked to you, because given his attitude these days, he's not really one for talking to the fans.
I still want to know what's going to happen with those blue titles. Are they going to get stripped of those titles and they're going back to Raw and they're going to have a tournament for that, or what?
Yeah, I kind of want them to separate the belts. That's what I think will happen.
I doubt it. I doubt that they're going to separate them. We're not going
So
to have
they're gonna
Raw
create
Tag
new-
Team Champions and SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Got to remember, this is a new thing. The Triple H is taking over. I think Triple H is very old school.
Mhm.
Yes.
So we're going to continue to see champions, not multiple champions. So in a company, yes, Raw and SmackDown are different brands, but they're not different companies.
No, and I
Right.
mean,
True.
this is where I think, and again, this goes back to our discussion last week about the part-timers, and I'm big on them if they're an attraction like a Brock Lesnar or now a Roman Reigns. So I don't think that new title is necessary, because you could have Roman Reigns come as the attraction. You can have Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn go and defend the belts. And especially if we are going to see brand exclusive PLEs now.
Yeah, I think the championship is still needed. I think we need an elevated heavyweight championship,
And that's
not
what
a
I'm looking at,
part-time elevated championship.
and that's what I like what they're doing with the world heavyweight title. I've seen like every wrestler coming out and looking at that belt like, I want that title.
Right?
So that there is promoting the title over the wrestler, as you had pointed out last week, Carl.
That's right. Tony's saying that he's got some cool stories. He spent his teens and 20s traveling all over for pay-per-views. Met him at a hotel he was staying at in the bar. Him and Randy Orton were just hanging out.
Nice.
That's sometimes the most fantastic way to meet them, because it's raw, it's real, right? And you can, no pun intended for raw, but you can like just talk with them like they're actual people and not have to worry about, is this going to be character bullshit that I'm going to be given, as you would if you were in a line waiting for an autograph at a session, right?
Yeah.
But you have to be respectful and careful, though, because you got to remember they are a person just like you, and that is their off time.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as you go about things respectfully,
Absolutely.
I gotta say, when I met Rhino in the autograph line, though, he was more personable than his character. You know, when he came up here for CIWA a few years ago.
Some of them definitely are.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The Miz?
Booker T healed out on me when I met him.
No, The Miz is fantastic.
Yes.
John Morrison was fantastic. Rowan a week and a half ago was amazing, very interactive.
Oh yeah.
Love talking to the crowd.
Oh God, yeah.
And I hate to bring it up again, but when I met Roddy Piper, I mean, like, God, I want to time travel back to those 5 minutes where I met him.
Right.
Well, that was.
I want to
my
travel
mentor
back to a
was
week and a
awesome.
half ago
Yes.
where I can
me
say
too.
that I shared a locker room with Rowan.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
Right.
Tony, that is absolutely fantastic. I'm thinking of somebody else right now. Sorry, they messaged me, but Tony, that is absolutely amazing. Met every Attitude Era wrestler, picks and autographs with most of them. That's fantastic.
Yes.
And then one
That's
story
awesome.
about the one story I'll never forget about somebody meeting Randy Orton, but SummerSlam 04. Remember when Tim met Randy Orton and Randy Orton just healed out on him because he
Right.
was struggling with his camera?
Yes.
That's funny. I don't think I wouldn't do the same thing if I was a wrestler heel.
Randy
For
looked
that
like,
matter.
but all that day, Bubba, Randy did not look like he did not want to be there.
At all.
Oh, really? So he just wasn't in the mood to deal with bullshit to begin with.
Yeah.
Which is wild because he won the championship that night.
Yeah.
He won the big gold. He won the World Heavyweight Championship that Sunday night. So it was odd to me looking back on it now that Saturday that he was as grumpy as he was. Maybe I don't know how to put it. Like he was just grumpy.
Yeah.
You never know what happened when he went back through that curtain. Somebody probably said something to him to piss him off, and there's always those people that look at you and go, "You don't deserve that. Why do you have that? You don't deserve it." And
Right.
that just triggers your whole weekend.
Back at WrestleMania 23, when we did the brunch with the superstars on the Sunday morning, there were people there mocking and making fun of Mark Henry, who was kind enough to come and, sit and do brunch with all of us fans and part of a Q&A. And he admitted, he's like, I enjoy a good heckling as much as the next person, but stop making it about my weight and my size.
Yeah, I was just gonna say there's that limit that you could take, and then you're just like, you know what? F you all. I'm never gonna do this stuff again because you don't appreciate me being here.
Yeah.
You know, those people that ruin it for everybody else.
Yeah.
Tony, I have not had a moment like this yet. Tony says that he was speechless when he met Austin. He said that he froze. And that's one pick that he doesn't have or didn't get. I think personally, I would do the same with Shawn Michaels.
Yep.
That would be me and Hulk Hogan.
But I have
also-
not had that yet from everyone that I have met.
But I would also know that if I'm talking to Hogan, take everything with a grain of salt.
Right. Okay, Tony is saying Mania 17 was in my Austin gear with my hat, shirt, and replica smoking skull, waiting for the elevator to go down. The elevator opened, and Austin and Deborah were in the elevator. His jaw dropped.
Yeah.
Because you're not
Dude.
expecting that. That's like the heaven doors opening going.
Now, Carl, you remember my story about the elevator? Because I was at WrestleMania X8, but then I was also at 23. And you remember my story about the elevator?
Briefly.
Anyways, there's this. My girlfriend at the time and I were going to the Hall of Fame because we did the travel package. And this woman and her kids dressed to the nines on the elevator at the hotel going down. And she's looking just pissed off, upset, everything.
Right.
And we're sitting there thinking, how can you be so upset? You were going out to the WWE Hall of Fame until she walked out on stage to accept her late husband's induction, and it was Janice Hennig.
Yes.
Along with Joe, a.k.a.
Larry.
Curtis Axel.
Wasn't Larry there too?
Yeah, both her boys. Larry did not. I don't think Larry was on stage for that.
Tony saying that he laughed, that Stone Cold laughed and said, "Get on, kid." Said that he stood next to him and he asked how he was doing, and he just whispered hi.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, get on, kid.
Yeah, I could just hear him go, "Get on, kid."
Yep.
Oh, hell, get on, kid.
My big geek out moment was with the late great Rosie
Yes.
when he was here in town. Yeah, I acted a fool, and he just very calmly. He's a big dude. Like when I say he's Samoan, that boy was big. He looks at me and goes, "Can I get some water?" I brought the dude back a whole package of water, like 24 bottles. I felt after I apologized to him, I'm like, "Dude, I'm so sorry for acting like that." I'm like the biggest fan for the longest time. He's like, "It's okay, man."
Yeah.
Shook my hand. Well, engulfed my hand. And that was the same night that I met Petey Williams too, Maple Leaf Muscle, when he was doing that
Yes.
bit.
I would have loved to have meeten.
Didn't geek
to-
out on him though. I was just like, "Hey, Petey, how's it going?"
Yeah. Carl and I didn't get to meet Petey, but we did get to see him wrestle.
Yes.
Okay. I got to meet him. I was working that show as
Nice.
security.
Nice. Carl and I saw him at Quaden.
Oh, nice. I think that was the last show that we did at the.
Was that show right up there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, they're
The
running the
story.
draft picks as on a ticker there now.
Yeah,
Yes,
they are.
Oh, here you go. Yeah, Rhea, Austin Theory, Seth Rollins. Okay, that's cool.
Oof.
So what are they going to
Huge.
do with?
What?
I haven't seen anything yet.
It was a clean finish and a half.
Oh,
No, not
Turnbuckle.
really, because KO kind of ran the little interference there.
Yeah.
But
just a little.
That should have been a DQ.
Ref don't see it. It don't count.
That's right.
Hence the clean finish.
Tony is saying that The Rock is by far the coolest to hang with. Such a real nice guy. Even when he was the top heel, he was a nice dude. He met him like 4 times and never a bad mood. Always super nice.
Wow.
Yeah, I get that even from like how he is today and stuff, right? Like you kind of get that.
From some of his YouTube videos where he just walks up and says hi to like random people who are fans of his.
Yep.
I mean, as much as I'm not a fan of The Rock's, I'm sure I would probably, be awestruck. Probably want an autograph and a photo.
Oh, of course.
Why wouldn't you? It's The Rock, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a little guy behind them wearing a Rey Mysterio mask.
I'm looking at the Dusty shirt behind the little kid. I want that shirt.
Well, yeah. I just seen that as you were saying something.
Yeah.
I have that shirt.
And I'm going to ask this. Did anybody else see Edge and Christian at Saturday night's Leafs Tampa game with Brody Lee Jr.?
Yep.
I saw pictures.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. I see pictures.
They actually did interview Edge on Hockey Night in Canada before the game started.
Right.
Nice.
And the reason Brody Lee Jr. was there is because Luke Harper was a well-known Maple Leafs fan as well.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
Parish brother. Yes, full house, but it doesn't mean we can't include a 5th if you're ready.
Absolutely.
So, I have a question for you, gentlemen.
I have maybe an answer. What's your question?
With the Raw Women's title going to SmackDown and the SmackDown Women's title going to Raw, are we going to have another stupid? Oh, we're just going to switch titles. Or are they going to leave
talked about that.
title there and that title there?
Dude, we already talked about this.
I was on the phone with my little girl. I missed it.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. So what's slated to happen right now, as per my good friend Tom Caldahue, is I don't know if this is okay. So Tom Caldahue is reporting that oh my god, I will get to that.
nice.
Is that a title match
Oh,
tonight?
No, that's back.
No, that's for Saturday.
that's for
Look
Saturday.
who's there.
Yeah, right.
I'm back.
I still,
Yeah.
Holy sugar blossoms! Look who's here.
I
Both.
still have the ticket.
I do too. I do too. Parrish is saying that the women's titles are getting redesigned and renamed. From what I've been hearing, is that it's just going to be a swap. There's going to be no bullshit, no drama like there was last time. It's just going to be a switch handover of the championships.
Okay, so
So
here's
we'll have
your
to
title.
see what
Thank you.
plays out and who is correct in this situation.
All right. Well, as we are in commercial break, I'm going to take a trip to the urination station.
I'm going
Sounds
on
good.
that
And
same
since
trip.
we're in commercial break and everyone's going to the bathroom, I want to make sure that everybody knows about Rogue Energy, one of our amazing sponsors here with our local establishment. You too can get yourself some amazing energy drinks from Rogue Energy with some amazing flavors. And if you use our promo code OLE pods at the checkout, you're going to get yourself 10% off your purchase. Not the first time, but every single time. Let's take a look at a little bit from Rogue Energy. And there you have it. RogueEnergy.com is the place to go.
Yes.
A number of us here with our local establishment have used the product, love the product, and love the taste of the product. Go and check them out, rogueenergy.com.
Yes. On that note, I will let people know that I've checked it out. They have an awesome starter kit, and you can pick your own style of cup and whatever little package of energy drink mix that you want. And it's not expensive at all. It's very reasonably priced. I'm actually
It's like
looking at
20,
getting
20
some.
bucks.
For the starter kit. Yeah, it's $20.
Yeah. 20
Yeah,
bucks
yeah.
for the starter kit gets you a shaker cup, and I think it's 3 samples. 3 or 5 samples, something like that.
Yeah, and when I get that grocery rebate that we're supposed to be getting from our government, I plan to order some.
That's exactly what I'm going to do. Yeah, I've got it all picked out. I got my shaker. There's a nice black one in there with a little bit of like red highlight on it. It looks really nice. I'm going to grab that one, I think. But it's worth it for 20, 22 bucks, whatever it is. Like, and the cup's not little neither. That thing's.
And yeah, I will be using the promo code if we can.
Oh, yeah, you definitely can.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, $17.99 is what
There
it
you go.
is. Canadian for the starter kit.
Yeah, and that's the best part. They have Canadian prices. They're just showing
That's for a
Brock
smaller
Lesnar
shaker
from
cup.
Nathan.
For the large shaker cup, you're looking $20.
That's the one I was looking at, was the big one, because it just looked cool. I had a hard time. There was like 3 of them in there that I really wanted, and I'm like, oh, come on. This one, all 3.
All right.
So they just
And I will
announced.
correct.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I will correct. You get 6 flavors to choose from with the $19.99 package. And with the $17.99, you get 6 as well.
See, when I was looking, it was 3 to 4, so they upped it.
They did. You're getting 6.
Huh, dude, that's awesome.
Ooh, I like this one. Ooh, this is a metal cup. $30 for the metal cup.
That's not bad. Is that the big one or the little one?
It's a bigger one,
Okay.
but it's metal.
I don't know. I highly recommend, definitely go check out Rogue Energy because, yeah, dude, that's the one I was looking at. Yeah. And the best part is it's not like a Monster Energy. It's more of a healthy energy.
Right.
Gives you nutrients and stuff, not just whatever they put into this.
Okay, Bischoff's on my screen.
Yep.
Okay. I'm just seeing Seth Rollins versus Sonya
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Don't mind me. I'm just going to mark out to Bischoff's theme song because this used to be my theme song as well when I wrestled.
Nice. Man, we haven't seen Eric Bischoff in a long time. How long has it been since we've seen Bischoff on a stage for WWE?
A couple of years at least.
I thought
Yep.
it was SmackDown.
Was he on
Just who?
SmackDown?
Oh no, it was RVD and
And
Yeah, RVD was on
Eddie.
SmackDown.
Teddy
Yeah.
came out with him.
RVD's looking good, man.
Yeah,
I heard he's doing the DDPY now.
yeah, he has been.
He's also doing that plus his own cannabis line.
Yes,
I mean, he's got his.
Yep, he has his own cannabis line. Ric Flair and Mike Tyson have their own cannabis line, in which they are partners.
Sorry, Ric Flair and who?
Did you say?
Oh, Mike
Mike
Tyson.
Tyson.
Oh, okay.
That's such a
Mike
strange
Tyson.
combination.
okay.
Yeah, don't spoil.
Wow.
I'm happy about that. But that was an obvious one as well.
Oh, Trish Stratus. Okay, so she's an active wrestler now.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I thought she
Okay,
was just
so
Okay.
for Raw goes Trish Stratus, and on SmackDown, let me know when you guys see it.
Karrion Kross.
Okay, I didn't tell you to announce it. I told you to let me know when you see
Oh, 'cause
it.
Yes.
my brother and I are on the same thing here. That's why. Sorry. I'll just shut up now.
Ooh,
All
okay.
good.
Okay.
So to Monday Night Raw goes a tag team.
Yes. Sorry, I'm excited. I like Shayna Baszler.
Chris, way to spoil it.
Ronda Rousey and Shayna to Raw.
That doesn't.
That doesn't do anything for me. Shayna, I'm
Yeah.
excited with, but Ronda can just.
I think they both can just make like a tree.
Ooh. SmackDown's next pick.
Okay.
Let me know when you guys see it.
Yep. Nice.
SmackDown's pick.
Oh,
L.
not what I thought.
A. Knight.
I thought he was going to go to Raw. If
So
anything.
did I. So did I. I was waiting for him to be called tonight.
Okay.
So, Tony, to kind of answer your question here right now, there is no answer. He's saying, what are they planning on doing with Roman's 2 belts? Kind of
Nothing.
stupid to have 2 different colored belts now that Raw's getting one. They giving him a singles title or keeping the 2? Right now, we have no answers. At the moment, the plan is to run with both.
Yeah, because Triple
All
H
right.
said both those titles will stay with Roman Reigns wherever he goes, and the other
And-
title will be yeah,
I'm sorry, but we have the Miz on my screen right now.
yeah.
I'm betting though that when Roman eventually drops those titles, that's when they're going to do something different.
Yeah.
Eventually, after the 1,000
Eventually.
days.
Yeah.
Who knows? They may have a design special just for him, like they did for Stone Cold and Taker and all these guys, or they just take those two titles. Okay, here's your title to run with, and then they'll do whatever they want with the other two. Whether they turn them into one title or whoever defeats them takes one title or the other. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Okay. The Miz is talking on my screen, so
Yeah, and he's
Yes.
calling out a certain somebody that I'm happy to
Yeah.
see.
Yes, one of my favorite wrestlers. I like this guy.
The reason I got into New Japan. Let's just leave it at that.
Same here. I really started looking into New Japan when he came to WWE or when that big talk was, right?
Well, I
So
ordered Wrestle Kingdom 9 not even knowing what to expect, but I knew that AJ Styles was on the card and taking on him. So
Huh.
I'm like, I went in not expecting a damn thing, and he sold me on the product, you know?
yeah, I'll be honest. I've never watched any of their premium events. I just caught like stuff that I could find on the internet from like their house shows. That was it.
Yeah. Well, when
Right.
Wrestle Kingdom 9 was made available here, I'm like, I have to order it. It's a new wrestling thing. It's a new thing to check out for wrestling, you know? So,
No, I get it.
like, and Bubba, even I don't watch it a lot, but like Thursday nights at 10 o'clock following Impact on Access TV, I get New Japan Pro for 1 hour from 10 to 11.
Dude,
Updated and new stuff, or is it
It's new stuff. Like I just I saw Mercedes Moné's debut. Like they showed Wrestle Kingdom from this year over a course of about 6 weeks.
okay?
Holy.
Well, yeah, Wrestle Kingdom's usually a 6-hour pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Jeez. For real.
Yeah, dude.
See, I don't really listen. My information I get for anything New Japan, Mel. I go to Mel Ball.
Right.
I'm
when
like,
you
hey,
said
what's
Mel,
going
I thought
on?
you
How
were
do
going
I
to go
watch it?
Sir.
And she helps me out with that kind of stuff.
When you said Mel at first, I thought you were going with Meltzer.
Oh,
No.
oh my stupid feed keeps dying. Like, come on. Thought Parrish was jumping in here at one point.
He was leaving work, so he'll be here soon.
Oh, okay. I think when he gets the ability to jump in, I might jump out because my feed keeps dying. I can't find anything.
I'm already doing that because I am not well and I need to work in the morning.
Okay.
Okay, I can chill out here then, I guess.
Tony, thank you so much. We look forward to having you here as well, even more. Really appreciate it that you found us. If you liked what you saw tonight and you got some buddies that you think might be interested as well, let them know. Let them know.
Yeah.
And then if you get the chance to, take a look and see what else is available from the network with our local establishment. Hopefully you find some other stuff that you like too.
Yes.
Again, really appreciate you. Thank you for spending your time with us here on Monday Night Raw.
Not that I can see your comments, Tony, because I have to flip back over to my TV screen, so I'm not viewing this on a computer. But yes, thank you for joining us. Please, by all means, yes, subscribe. Join us more often. We just like to shoot the breeze, talk wrestling. It's not a hot debate or anything like that. So
No, the way we talk wrestling, it's more like I see your point, but you know what I mean?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the best part about the programs from OLE and Turnbuckle Studios
Yeah.
is everybody has their own opinion, and we agree to disagree to agree. Like,
Yeah.
if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like, we all respect each other's opinions. That's the best
Yeah,
part about
exactly.
being a part of this.
Yeah.
Like, this is the most wrestling I do my entire week because I just got burnt out on it for a while. It was just too much, overwhelmed. Oh, are we going to see a match between these two?
I want it.
You know what would be pretty cool is if they teamed up even. What do you think of that? If they did, right? Exactly, Tony.
Yeah, definitely, Tony. Definitely.
Like, Carl and I have been friends. We figured for what 20 some years now, and have we always agreed on everything?
No.
No.
But again, we agree to disagree and respect each other's opinions.
Exactly.
That's what matters. That's what matters.
Oh, by the way, Carmella's going to be out for some time now.
Yes, she
Yes,
is.
she is.
Ooh, what happened?
Congratulations to Carmella, and hopefully things work out well for her as she is pregnant again.
Oh, congratulations.
Yes.
It was announced this morning.
Oh, he just for real. Did we seriously just see
I
that?
think we've got ourselves a little storyline here going into Night of Champions. Some kind of one, maybe a match in the tournament or something between these two coming up.
Well, it's going to depend on how they're going to do the crown the new world champion.
Tournament mode.
Because the way they started this off, they were teasing both of them want the belt.
Right.
Oh God, yeah.
Who
That
doesn't?
whole-
I mean, you've got Seth, you've got Cody, you've got Drew, you've got Shinsuke, you've got The Miz. You know, you look at what, well, and there's a free agent who's just doing whatever it is he does.
Walking
Good
on
night,
top of
Tony.
the camera.
Once again, thank you so much for joining us here for our little watch along that we do. As Tony says good night, I will be saying good night as well. Like I mentioned before, I have not been feeling well. I really need to get off of here and get myself back into a little bit of better health. But be sure to join me. I don't know who's going to be with me. If anybody wants to step up and wants to be with me tomorrow for Turnbuckle Talk, you are more than welcome. Just let me know. But I will be first saying hello to my good friend Parrish, who I am going to move over to the main spot for the night. Parrish, I love you, my brother. Thank you so much for popping in and being here with them and taking over for me.
All right, good night,
Of
bro.
course.
Yeah.
Get well soon.
You make sure you get better.
I'm
Yeah,
doing my
get better,
best.
bro.
I'm trying.
See you tomorrow, man.
Get well soon. Get some rest. Love you.
Love you guys. Ciao.
Mr. Parrish, how are you tonight?
I'm doing a lot better than the Colorado Avalanche and the Boston Bruins.
Yes. You and me both.
That's awesome.
I actually won money on a lot of those series.
Nice.
I was one of the few guys that actually put money on Toronto to win.
Well, good for you.
Right.
So I'm going to call it now and
And I
say the
actually
Maple
put
Leafs
money
are
on
gonna make
Florida.
it hard because Boston's out.
You're putting money on Florida to win?
No, I said I put money on Florida to beat Boston.
Oh, okay. Nice. Speaking of which, I better check that score right now.
It was 2-0 Devils last I saw.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, that's what it is now, saying at the end of the second. So
Oh, Blue Jays are tied with Boston in the bottom of the eighth, 5-5.
I knew after Seattle took the 3-2 lead in that series, I said Colorado's done. Everybody didn't believe me. Nope.
Colorado needed it. Man, they were a team that had they had their full lineup, they weren't losing that series.
No.
That's a lot of manpower gone, but I'm still shocked they lost because they dictated more of the play than Seattle did.
You know what? I'm going to
They just
say
didn't
this,
go
and
for enough time.
yeah. And you can be upset with me for this one. I actually did have LA beating Edmonton, but I did have
you
it
guys
in
think
game seven.
you guys also plan a parade every year and you never make it out of the first round. So
I have not planned the parade. I've said we get out of the first round, we're going to the final. We're not necessarily going to win, so I'm not going to plan the parade until we do.
And I'm just saying that I don't know how
us.
far the Maple Leafs are going to go, but they are going to make it far now that Boston's out, because it seems to me that Boston has always been a thorn in the Maple Leafs side when it comes to playoff hockey.
This year, we probably could have taken them.
But you say that,
I'm a little more nervous about Florida because Florida's playing with house money right now. They weren't expected to be anywhere near this.
And Bobrovsky's been playing very good since he's been in.
Yep.
Oh, that camera shot on Omos, man.
He doesn't even look that intimidating anymore from that camera angle. It's just like, meh.
No, but like it's showing off like his height. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
He could do that with the camera on the guy's shoulder. Because he's what? 3 feet, 4 feet taller than the guy running the camera right now?
Yeah.
I think that's a glide cam he's using.
No,
that's one of the
he's
stats
holding
too
that
about
2
Omos
hands.
is that a stat about Omos that not a lot of people know. He's only 30 years old.
Yep. And he, just like his buddy Gunther, recently got married.
Yep.
Huh.
So, yes, congratulations to Gunther because he just tied the knot over the weekend.
Yeah, I see the
To
pictures.
former NXT UK women's competitor, Ginny,
Yes.
who I was hoping would be the first female in Imperium, but that will not happen.
Nope. She is now retired. Okay.
Okay, I was gonna say, almost selling to a jobber.
This is the most effort I've seen Omos put into actually working.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I'm a little bit surprised here.
I see a lot more confidence in Omos than I have.
Yes. Yes, definitely.
The thing about him, like, he's going to take a while to put all the pieces together, but think about the fact that Brock Lesnar chose to a match with him at WrestleMania. That says a lot about how the perception of he is within the rest of the roster.
Yeah, that's almost like when Yokozuna made. That's almost like when Yoko made his debut, and Undertaker came and said, "I want to work him."
Yep. And then Vince said, "You will, but next year I'm going to give you Giant Gonzalez."
Well, I mean, Vince did like his big guys, and not all of them pan out, but I think Omos is starting to finally get it to click because you don't see a lot of his mistakes that he used to make anymore.
No.
He's a lot more polished than he was a year ago.
I feel like in his off time, he's still going to the performance center and just owning his craft a little more.
I hope so.
So, Parrish, you weren't a fan of the belt last week. What's your thoughts this week? You still not a fan on it, or what?
I still don't like the big gold like inspiration. And I say it because I still think big gold WCW. And I think when I think WWE champion, I've always grown up with the eagle on it. And I think
Ooh.
with that, there wasn't no heritage with older WWE titles. It was just a big gold because Triple H was the fan of the big gold. And I thought
we got
they
Molly
almost
Holly
neglected
on
the
my
WWF
screen.
championship history.
Yeah.
Yep.
Speaking of which, did you guys happen to catch that WWE video where they had the archivist actually showcase all of the WWE World Heavyweight titles? Every single one of them up until this current version that Roman Reigns holds had an eagle on it, with the exception of Buddy Rogers' title.
Yeah. And I think this is
Molly
the perfect time to look at your mid-card titles like the US title and redesign that one because quite honestly, I think it should. I think honestly the only title you don't have to is the Ad Intercontinental title.
Yeah.
But right now,
The
we
tags
got Molly
by
Holly
far need a redesign.
The tags were horrible when they introduced them with looking like a penny.
But yeah, now they're dimes.
Yeah, exactly. They just
What's
redid
next?
the
We're gonna get
U.S. title
tokens.
a couple of years ago, so I don't think it's really
But right now,
needed.
the US title kind of looks like a toy.
I don't know. I still like it better
No, but
than
like-
the old WCW U.S.
But
title.
At the same time, when they redesigned the WWE Championship, they had the W, but if you remember, they had the word champion kind of indented on the bottom. And then that lasted only about a year or so, and they removed that to what Roman now has. So I can see Triple H wanting to put his spin on things, and that's why I very much think that if he's going to do something for the men's, I think he will do something for the women's, because I do think that style and that design he should go away from. Plus, I still don't like the fact that on Raw you have a World Heavyweight Champion, yet Roman still has the WWE title and the Undisputed title. We were talking about this on Busting Out yesterday. I think at 1,000 days, the Universal title should be retired. And Roman Reigns should just be known as the WWE Champion and only carry the one title, because I think 3 heavyweight titles is way too much.
I agree. I agree. I don't think that. I think they should go with, change it to a like half red, half blue strap if you want, but don't keep going with the 2 belts. It's
or you
done.
can just give
It's
him that
played out.
a redesigned title for him and just have a new look. Like the whole idea was this with this draft is that you're going to reset everything, so include the perception of the titles as well. Because from what I'm hearing, the tag titles are going to be kind of split up as well, and we're going to have the world tag titles on Raw and the WWE tag titles on SmackDown. Kind of just like it was when Stephanie McMahon was the GM of SmackDown, and I think Bischoff was for Monday Night Raw. He had everything world.
Right.
Well, Stephanie had WWE. I didn't mind that.
Right.
In fact, those were the last time the tag titles were actually nice.
Right.
Yep, I will agree there.
One thing I also didn't like about Triple H's speech about that championship is that he almost seemed to talk down Roman Reigns and kind of say, well, he's a part-timer and blah, blah, blah. He ran down the part-timers and then said Roman Reigns is now one, even though Roman Reigns is the most credible champion they have on their roster. So it almost kind of did a disservice. And then postered this new title to be the one. It's almost in brackets, if you can't beat Roman, you're this champion now.
Yeah.
That's how it seems, too. So
right.
I didn't like that. I thought it was a better way of wording that promo to making still getting the same result.
I see your point. I see your point, but he did say, Roman negotiated himself to a situation where he doesn't have to. And it was the same situation that Brock Lesnar negotiated for himself. So, and I get it because I am okay with them doing the part-time as an attraction for the champion because, when you go back to the days of WWF Superstars and Wrestling Challenge on Saturday mornings at 10 o'clock, it wasn't very often.
Ricochet and Braun Strowman drafted to Monday Night Raw.
We might be ahead of Dan OMD and Bob.
No, I've got Ricochet and Braun Strowman.
Oh. Okay, I'm fine with that.
SmackDown taking Shotzi?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Bronson Reed staying on Raw.
Yeah. Imagine seeing Gunther and Bronson Reed.
Oh, yeah.
Or maybe even Drew McIntyre and Bronson Reed.
Pretty deadly getting the call up.
Mm-hmm. Which was very expected.
I kind of expected that too. They've been really hot on NXT lately.
Yeah. Oh, they're fantastic.
Yeah.
As I said in the past about them, they kind of remind me of a modern day version of the Fashion Police.
I wouldn't go to that.
That's just the
They
vibe
remind
I
me
get
of
from
more
them.
of an
I'm not
entertaining
doing it,
version
though.
of the Heavenly Bodies. If you're going to have a throwback on that
God,
one.
that's old school there.
Yeah, definitely. I can see the heavenly bodies. I can even go back and see. Obviously, you can see the Shawn Michaels influence. I could see the Rockers in them.
Dominic Mysterio's shirt is fantastic.
Agreed.
I'm just going to point this out. When you guys get to see it.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I say, oh, I like Finn's shirt too. I want that shirt.
Yeah.
Now, with all the NXT superstars being called up, is there one that you still hope is? And if so, who?
Braun Breaker.
Ed coming in, saying pretty deadly to SmackDown. Yay.
No, I could see Braun Breaker. I'm going to be honest with you, and I'm going to go with Braun's girlfriend, Cora Jade.
Another one I wouldn't mind seeing get called up is Roxanne Perez, actually.
I love Roxy, but I think she needs to stay in NXT just a little bit longer.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Roxanne stay just because the champion Indy is coming up to Raw. They need to have a feud.
Oh, yeah, they need
And
that
I don't
star
know
power.
if Gigi and JC is that title feud. They might even go back to Cora Jade and Roxanne for a little bit.
Yep. No, I could see Gigi and or JC both getting called up as of tomorrow, or if we get one more round tonight.
And see, I think if they do that one more round, that's where they call up Braun.
Yep.
I would like to say see Joe Gacy up, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
Well, he's been on that short list for the call-ups lately.
Yeah. Bubba Duke, how you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah.
A good voice crack by Rhea.
Oh, Rhea's even got the little Dom tattoo under her eye tonight.
I was just going to point that out.
And Dom doesn't have his teardrop tonight.
Uh-oh.
He does have something, it looks like.
Man, watching Rhea's facials as she's reacting to everybody's is just hilarious right now. She's got like a cocky swagger thing going on tonight.
She's almost reminding me of the Joker from Batman.
Yeah, like she's got some kind of cocky swagger thing going on tonight.
I mean, if we want to talk about someone that's definitely found their confidence, Rhea Ripley is definitely at the top of the list.
Oh, yeah.
And it's disgusting. She's only 26 years old and one of the most accomplished women on the main roster right now.
Yeah.
As I said last week, she's already got herself a Hall of Fame career.
And I don't even think she's hit her prime yet.
No, she hasn't.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty sure I know exactly what Damian Priest is saying. And we got Ed coming in. I think I accidentally hit the sap button on my remote. You know, what he's doing is he's actually helping our local establishment out, and he's telling everyone to make sure you're checking out the socials that we have on the ticker below. It's
He's also telling us to go to Rogue Energy and save 10%.
I mean, no. And I think this is exactly why I would think about Money in the Bank for Dom this year.
The amount of heat he's getting.
Oh, he does have his teardrop.
Yeah.
Holy Christ. The beauty of this heat that he's getting is he's milking it.
Oh, he is.
He's not getting flustered at all out there.
No. And I've got one friend, and I've got to actually get him subscribed, but he cannot stand Dom. Thinks Dom has no talent because Dom never got sent to NXT and never got to develop. I think Dom is fantastic.
Well, there's not a lot of people that are getting this amount of heat on the main roster right now. So,
No.
And this is why I'm even contemplating it might be a good idea to have Dom and Damian be the team that defeat KO and Sami Zayn for those tag titles, because knowing how popular Sami is and how hated Dom is, there could be some money in that.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
That is brilliant.
Ed coming in and says, God, I love the heat Dom is getting. You can't buy this kind of heat.
No, you can't. Unless your name is MJF.
No.
There's $100 under everybody's seat for you to boo me.
All right, we got the LWO coming out right now. I'm kind of surprised that Rey Mysterio is not on this Backlash card.
They've got Damien and they've got Zelina representing Puerto Rico
Yeah, and
and the Latino
you
nation.
gotta also remember Ray is not Puerto Rican. He is a Mexican American.
Yes.
Right, but because Puerto Rico's primary language is Spanish, I mean,
Yeah.
and given how over
But
Ray
I'm sure
is,
we will see Rey Mysterio in some shape.
well, we're going to see him in some shape up next.
We will.
Bubba, you've gone pretty quiet.
Oh, I'm just trying to take all this in right now.
Oh, okay.
So Ed coming in saying a summary of what Damian Priest said at Big Bunny is that he's a big star in music, but not in the ring. That just because Bunny grew up fighting in the streets as a kid, it's not enough to beat him. And then Priest says he will beat him in his home and receive his punishment. And that was courtesy of Denise Salcedo of Fightful.
Nice.
But
Whilst we are in commercial, I'm going to take another trip to the urination station. I will be right back, gentlemen.
Basser coming in. Hello, Basser. How you doing? Good evening, boys. Just got done coaching my son's first soccer game. What I miss? P.S. We got stomped. And Ed says via Astrid Pizarro. Going back to Basser, you'd have to ask the rest of the guys. I just showed up about maybe a half hour ago myself.
Did you Did you hear all the draft picks for tonight there, Parrish, or no?
Yeah, I've seen it. I do plan on rewatching a lot of this afterwards. So
okay, good. I've got the list.
Care to share if you want? Yeah.
All right. So first round, we saw Rhea Ripley go to Raw. Austin Theory is going to SmackDown, which I'm kind of interested to see how that goes. Seth Rollins is staying on Raw. Charlotte Flair is staying on SmackDown. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are going to Raw. The Usos are staying on SmackDown. Judgment Day are staying on Raw, which we already saw that. The LWO staying on SmackDown. Again, we just saw that too. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez are going to Raw. Asuka is going to SmackDown. The New Day are going to Raw. The Brawling Brutes are staying on SmackDown. Trish Stratus is staying on Raw. Karrion Kross and Scarlett are staying on SmackDown. Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler are going to Raw. LA Knight is staying on SmackDown. Braun Strowman is going to Raw. Shotzi is staying on, or Braun Strowman and Ricochet, are going to Raw.
Yeah.
Shotzi is staying on SmackDown. Bronson Reed is going to stay on Raw, and Pretty Deadly is going to SmackDown. And the more I think about it, I'm actually really excited about Pretty Deadly going to SmackDown.
I think Pretty Deadly getting an opportunity to be in the ring with teams like the Usos is going to help them a lot, because I don't think it's any shadow of a doubt that the Usos are one, if not the best tag team in pro wrestling today. But before we go any further, Bubba Duke, I want to do something to allow people to see what to expect Thursdays by showing the new intro video to your show on Thursdays, if you don't mind.
You go right ahead, brother.
Yes, please.
And then you can afterwards let everybody know more about it. So here it is. So let the good people know more about your show with OMD on Thursdays.
So we pick some video games for Xbox, and we play them, review them, give our personal opinion on them, and just have lots of fun chilling together.
Yes, absolutely. In fact, last week, and this is thanks to Bobby and Papa Smokes, we actually pulled off a 3-hour special instead of a 2-hour, where we played MLB The Show 2023, and we actually discussed movies, video games, and TV series and the correlation between them and which TV shows didn't get a movie that didn't get a video game that probably should have.
Yeah, it was lots of fun.
Yeah.
And you know what? The entertainment there is definitely shaking, or it's going to turn a lot of heads into in the entertainment field, just like Ed believes that Pretty Deadly is going to turn so many heads on SmackDown. As we're gearing up for our tag team match between the LWO, featuring of Rey Mysterio and Zelina Vega and Santos Escobar, going up against Rhea Ripley, Dominic Mysterio, and Damian Priest.
Yes. And Ed, first of all, I want to agree with you. I think Pretty Deadly are going to turn some heads on SmackDown.
And I want to say, like, I'm actually kind of glad that Pretty Deadly's not going to Raw, because if that were to happen, they probably would have just paired them off with the Maximum Male models and done something with them.
Yep. But, I mean, you could also see them do something with Los Lotharios on SmackDown.
And I actually wouldn't mind that, because I feel like those guys need a push.
That would be a fantastic tag team match. Now, I'm wondering if Veer is going to get drafted to a Raw or SmackDown again.
I don't think him or Sangha or Jinder. I think that's going to be a group that probably is going to remain on NXT.
Well, Jinder was only supposed to go down temporarily, and Veer came out last week and said, "I'm coming. See you soon."
Yeah.
Sanga's out hurt, apparently.
So does that mean we're going to see Veer on the main roster in 6 months?
Yeah. I'm coming.
I mean, to be fair, we saw him on Raw a lot more often when we saw Gable Steveson.
Yes,
Yeah.
that we did.
We saw him on Raw a lot more than we saw Glacier on Nitro, too.
Yes, and yet we see Gable Stevenson's brother on NXT more often.
I'm going through that part where they're promoting Glacier on WCW. I'm going through that era right now on Nitro, and I'm just like, come on, just fucking put him on Nitro already, you know? I've gone through about 3 months worth of Nitros already.
Oh, jeez.
We're in a commercial break as the LWO gets the toppings right now of the Judgment Day. Thoughts so far in the match?
Pretty competitive. I actually forgot how good Zelina Vega actually is in the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't seen her in a little while, and
No. Well, they never gave her the chance to shine. Like, that's where I'm glad I got to watch her back when she competed in Impact.
I forgot she wasn't even in Impact.
Former Impact Women's
there's a
Knockouts Tag Team Champion.
Yeah, there's a reason why she is WWE's only Queen's Crown champion so far.
Yes.
And we're just seeing that. And coming in, Glacier does show up a bunch once he actually gets there. I remember always playing with Glacier on the WCW NWO, whether it's World Tour or Revenge on the N64. Good games.
I miss Revenge. That was such a fun game.
Now, I got to ask, because we saw after SmackDown, there was that lowdown show to let you know more
Right.
about the picks that we didn't get to see on SmackDown. Has there been something like that advertised for after Raw?
Not that we've heard yet, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I was going to say, I wouldn't be surprised if they do it on the bump or something like that.
No, I can't see it being the bump, but I could see it being... they might do it on Raw Talk tonight.
That's a show I feel just has gone completely off the radar, which used to be absolutely amazing. But you don't hear much about it anymore.
Actually, I tuned in to watch Raw Talk last week, and Jackie Redmond was hosting, and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot she worked for the WWE.
Well, yeah, but she's also been doing the NHL on TNT and TBS coverage, doing interviews because she also
Yeah.
works for the NHL network.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then don't forget, she does the Rival series as well on A&E.
Now, are you guys happy that LWO and the Judgment Day have been separated, and now we're seeing a little bit more closure on this feud, and perhaps something new?
I'm yes. I'm hoping that this is going to be the end of it for a while, although I do still see Dom and Ray at SummerSlam.
Yeah, because I think we're gonna go with Judgment Day and Imperium afterwards.
You think so?
I don't know. To me, that seems like the more feasible option. It all depends on what other if there's another stable that we get on Raw.
Would that mean we're going to see the OC against the LWO on SmackDown?
Well, from what I have been hearing and reading,
AJ
Roman's next challenger is AJ.
and Ray would be phenomenal, pun intended.
Yes. Now, I'm also hearing that apparently we're supposed to get Seth and heel Drew for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, there's a lot of rumors going in that Seth Rollins is targeted to become that first World Heavyweight Champion.
Yep. But so is Cody. So is Drew.
Well,
That's
yeah,
what
I mean,
that's what I love about this world title, because now it feels like we're discussing the Royal Rumble, like we're discussing the many different people who could win and hold that belt.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
I like that out of Dom. Quickly hitting Ray with that drop kick and then quickly tagging out. The fact that they're still saving the interaction between those two, I think is a good foreshadow that they are not finished with each other.
Well, as OMD says, is it's more than likely going to be SummerSlam. Which brings up the question I have is, after the draft, how long until they scrap everything with the draft and we see guys from Raw going to SmackDown or SmackDown guys going on Raw again?
Well, I'm hoping we're
Yeah, give it
not
6
going to
months.
get that. I'm hoping we're not going to get that brand exchange
6
this
months
time
will
around,
do it.
because
So
next Monday the new rosters take effect. Well, sorry, and according to
Now,
Triple H, they take effect March 8th, but
Yeah, which is
So
Next
reported by
month.
Tom Cullahu, apparently brand selected pay-per-views or PLEs are coming back.
Yes.
And we're going to see Raw only PLEs, SmackDown only PLEs, which
Yes.
I'm assuming we're going to see the main 4 be interbranded PLEs.
yes. And here's where I'm saying is, I think that, and I've said this for a long time, is I think WWE has too many. I think you need to go to 6 big ones and then 6 NXTs. And there you're good. Not do 12 and 4 NXTs or 6, because NXT also has their odd special on TV, like Halloween Havoc or Spring Break-In, like they just did, which emulates what AEW does. So I think if you do 6 and 6, you're good. And then you don't need to do these brand
Now,
exclusive.
Judgment Day picks up
Yeah.
the win here. Your
Yep.
guys' thoughts?
just trying to make them look better for Raw. That's
It's Raw, yeah. That's exactly it. It's Raw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt the LWO in any way that they lost because, like,
Well,
Yeah, they're leaving.
now I gotta ask, why did Brock Lesnar dress up as the Undertaker tonight?
That's not the first time he's done that.
He
No,
had a cowboy hat on.
Yep,
the
but
Undertaker wears a cowboy hat too,
he
basically.
did that a couple of weeks ago. But speaking of
Not a
which,
cowboy
did
hat.
anybody see the rather humorous interview with Danhausen the other day about his first curse?
No.
No, I did not, but I probably should look it up because anything Danhausen does, it's entertaining.
It is. It is.
now we do have Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, about to be interviewed by the one and only beautiful Kathy Kelly.
Like, he really split Brock's nose right there, eh? Like,
Yep.
What, man?
wow, that's an old trailer
Yep.
behind him.
Yeah.
Holy.
Well, it isn't old, but it is new, as it does have the current signature phrase on there, then, now, forever, together.
Yes, yes, it does.
And it's not even lined up.
I just can't get over how young Hunter looks in that image.
I actually seen when I was in high school when they traveled from Toronto to I think it was Winnipeg or something. I watched like 13 transports go by my house when I was living in Echo Bay when I was a kid.
Oh yeah,
Right.
going to SummerSlam in 04 when Carl and I
Yeah.
were walking towards the arena. No word of a lie, 15 trucks all lined up back to back to back along Blue Jay Way.
Oh yeah.
Yep. But it was cool because I probably was like 16, 17 or
Oh, we
something.
are getting more draft picks as JBL and Teddy Long seem to be coming back out.
Holla,
Again.
holla, holla.
Okay.
Are they just using the same people that called the drafts on SmackDown?
Well, Eric Bischoff wasn't on SmackDown.
Neither was Molly Holly, right?
No.
Yeah, they wouldn't do SmackDown, those two. But you got to think Teddy Long and JBL are synonymous with
Yeah.
SmackDown. So, I mean,
So I'm thinking this is going to be our NXT call-up round.
probably.
So I'm also going to say this is I wouldn't mind seeing a guy like Von Wagner, who is a free agent. I could see him getting a call-up. But I wouldn't mind seeing a guy like
remember that there is a pool that the brands are selected by on SmackDown. They had an individual pool of guys they can. Everybody who did not get drafted were becoming free agents. Same thing with Raw. It's a different pool of
Right.
competitors.
So are they going to do like a WWE free agency kind of thing?
Yeah, I almost want to say I'd like to see a guy like Zion Quinn get called up, but they don't use him enough on NXT to warrant it.
Yeah, but remember when Liv Morgan got called up? She wasn't being used much on NXT either.
No. But she was being used. And I mean,
yeah, she was being used, but again, she wasn't on like every week. Like I seem to remember her being on like maybe once a month.
see, I'd see her every other week. But she had that personality and she was making the effort. I don't see it with Zion Quinn. I haven't seen him on TV in over a month, unless it's maybe on Level Up.
And that's what I was going to say about these call-ups now. It's going to leave room for the guys on Level Up to make that move to NXT full.
Yeah.
And it's still very possible that we will see some main roster talent go to NXT for some time being,
Absolutely.
as that's happened in the past. We've seen the Apollo Crews come back up to the main roster. One could speculate that maybe R-Truth, when he recovers, which he is very close to, will be coming back up.
Right.
So that leaves the question, will there be some main roster talent that go down? And my speculation is
Shane McMahon to NXT.
Shane McMahon.
Well, just like a lot of people on NXT, he is recovering from a torn, well, he has the quad issue. A lot of NXT superstars have torn ACLs right now, which that's almost a very large amount of people.
Yeah, they've got 6 out with ACL injuries right now.
Holy cow!
Yeah,
and they're blaming it all on this new conditioning coach who's emphasizing power over cardio.
That almost sounds as bad as, remember when the WWE went through that injury phase where everybody was getting injured a few years back?
Yep.
WWE was just scrambling to get their pay-per-views booked properly.
Yes.
Now, I do want to just let everybody know that we are broadcasting on Turnbuckle Studios, Twitch, the Olay Twitch, and the Olay YouTube. So if you have a chance, please, on the YouTube, give that thumbs up, give a like, and if you can, hit that subscribe button. So every time you get that notification bell, it'll tell you when we're going on live. And if you're following us on the Twitch, please, if you haven't already, subscribe, tell your friends, let us know. Let them know that you can follow everything OLE, as we have a plethora of stuff coming up this week, as we will show you guys just a little bit later what all we do have. But if you can.
Yes, and in an update, I haven't... Sorry, go ahead, Parrish.
Oh, no, I was just finishing the plugs.
In an update from Newark, New Jersey 3, the Rangers nothing, with 3.5 minutes to go in the third.
Shaping up to be a Hurricanes and Devils matchup.
Is that the last game of the first round of playoffs right now?
Yep.
Byron Saxton now interviewing the Raw Women's champion, Bianca Belair.
I'm kind of excited to see this match between Io Sky and Bianca Belair.
Yeah.
I just want to take like a giant pair of scissors and cut that stupid long hair off.
You and me both. But then we get our asses kicked by Montez Ford.
Don't care.
The one thing I'm still not, I just don't get, is we see so many things created by WWE merchandise, but they cannot make those ponytails a thing for little girls to wear.
Yeah, like wear like a wig or something, eh?
They actually do,
right?
They have an extension that you clip into the girl's hair on the top, and like you put it in a bun. Yeah, and she can do that.
Yeah, but they don't actually have
all
them on
those
their website.
Oh no, Because I know all those girls that were
No.
at WrestleMania all had that. They were all hair extensions.
Yeah, those were specially made for that, just so they all kind of looked like Bianca. But I mean, what an amazing thing!
Yeah, they're
I
missing
think
out
for
big
the
time
women,
on that.
little girls. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a big missed opportunity right there. So Triple H, if you watch this, or anybody within WWE, get your head out of your ass and get that stuff made.
It's being put out there right now, so I guarantee you probably next week we'll see it on WWE Shop now.
Triple H, if you're also watching, I'm
tell you
available
all,
for
bro.
hire. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Oh, they're coming out in the opposite order they came out on SmackDown. That's cool. GBL, one of my favorite heels of all time.
Yes.
Him and Eddie Guerrero, God rest his soul. Great matches.
Okay.
Raw has drafted
Maybe
No, Bears, don't spoil it.
Don't shut your hole,
We're
boy.
miles ahead of them, Parrish.
Yeah, I'm just getting the announcement right now.
Okay.
I don't have it yet. Hold on.
I can do this.
Okay, this is odd.
Who's going to? It's Raw. Oh, okay. The Alpha Academy. Good. Aren't they on Raw already though?
They are.
Yeah, that's why I've
Okay,
been
so they're
saying
just-
staying on Raw, staying on SmackDown when I've been announcing the draft picks.
Who's this now?
Oh,
Boots.
okay.
drafted a
Rick is going
SmackDown.
to SmackDown.
Okay.
I don't.
And let's just
even know who he
say,
is.
I'm not gonna say
Wow.
who yet. Raw has from the NXT market.
Wow. I did not see this one coming. Wow.
It now seems to me that Triple H is trying to boost the women's tag team division right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know who these two ladies are.
Kaden
but-
Carter and Katana Chance drafted to Monday Night Raw.
Wow.
Oh, these are the two that challenged the other two for the title.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they got drafted. Right. Sorry, you had to see them to. Oh, here we go.
There.
Here's the
Smack-
camera.
SmackDown.
Yeah.
Okay. This is cool. I could get behind this.
And SmackDown
I love it.
have
Wow. Another
Let's go
one.
watch.
drafted Cameron
There he
Grimes.
is.
I love it.
Come on, take a long
Yep.
spit that shit out and give me the graphic already. Who do we got here?
Cameron
What?
Grimes gave me a reason to watch SmackDown.
Again, from NXT, because I have no clue who he is.
Yes, he is. He was also Trevor Lee on Impact and
Yep.
over the
Rise
Indies.
is very happy
Okay.
that KC Squared are gone from NXT.
He got tired of
Ed in
talking
the
about
chat,
them.
though,
Ed?
was very heartbroken with the news that Jay White signed with AEW, as I know that he very much wanted him in WWE.
I didn't think it was going to happen personally, but that was worth a try. Oh, we got the New Day.
It's main event time, boys.
Yes, it is.
This is King.
No, it's not. Why are we getting? Oh, yep. Never mind. I was sitting there thinking, why are we getting Lashley?
Haven't seen
You know
Lashley
what I
tonight,
can't wait for,
actually.
boys? I'm going to tell you right now. The biggest pop that this guy's going to have about wrestling is when my boy Big E steps through that curtain again. I am going to lose my mind.
He's due back any time now, isn't he?
Well, they had to
There's-
reevaluate after WrestleMania, so they're still awaiting.
Yeah.
We didn't know
I
what
would
he was.
He's on that line.
I would say he's going to be a SummerSlam at the earliest.
Yeah, I could see him coming
That's
back,
kinda what I
working
was
his way
thinking,
back, cutting
Trish.
some promos.
Ed saying time for draft 3 on the graphic for TikTok, which I'm pretty sure that's not how you spell the TikTok, and I'm not even on it.
No. I don't have an account on it neither, brother. I don't have Instaham. I don't
And
have.
clarifying, no, with his rehab
Yeah.
went slowly in the beginning, and he will still need months of in-ring bump training before we see him again.
Yeah, I can believe it.
Yeah.
What I would like to see is him come back as like the manager role for a little bit with the New Day, and just kind of get back
Right.
into the flow, get him back into the groove, and
Yeah,
then
because he's a great mouthpiece. So
See, the thing
Oh,
is, I
God,
think if
yeah.
he's to do that, then you're taking the surprise reaction away for when he
Yeah,
does come
this is true.
back.
This is true. Yeah,
And
you're right.
Yeah,
I think you're going to want that for that surprise element.
another thing I
What
could
I would
see them
love him
doing
to
is
see to
like
do.
I was going to
The
say
one
another thing I
I
could
do
see.
want
Them,
to see him do. Go ahead.
go ahead, Parrish. No, I was going to
You
say
go.
I could see them doing like a 6-man tag where the New Day have a mystery partner, and then at the pay-per-view or wherever they announce Big E as his partner, as their partner.
No, because that would just give it away.
that would be too obvious.
That would be way too obvious, bro.
Yeah, but
No,
sometimes
you don't
I was
even
gonna-
mention nothing about this guy coming back. Period. You don't say a damn word, and then just
No,
have him
and then
talk.
yeah, or you just have you know what? When you know you're waiting on the New Day, and then all of a sudden you just have him on the mic in the back doing, oh, whatever city I'm in.
No, I wouldn't even do that, bro. I wouldn't even do that if I was running Raw right now, and he said, "Okay," the doctor said, "Okay, he's clear." Awesome. I wouldn't tell anybody. I wouldn't.
No.
Even, I would literally bring him in like a blacked out vehicle,
Yeah,
or even in a truck, you know, like, and have him come in, so nobody sees him, right?
yeah,
Like in a big container, wheel it in, you know, like make it look like it's mops
Yeah.
and brooms and stuff, like someone's coming in to clean.
yeah,
Hide him somewhere, and then do the same thing to get him to the curtain, to grill
Yeah.
position, and then just hit the New Day music and have him come out right behind them. Like have the two
Yeah.
come out, and then just have him walk out like, "I'm back," you know,
Yeah.
just that pop, dude. That's gonna be huge.
yeah,
I would secret that crap, whether it's a pay-per-view or like, you know what I mean, or on a
Yeah.
Raw. You just, yeah. You gotta surprise that stuff, dude, because it's Big
Yeah.
E. You can't just, well, yeah, here's Big E now. He's with the New Day again. No, you gotta have that.
yeah,
Like, have them wheel in that stupid cereal box again, the Bootios, and have that tip over and have him come out.
no, because the cereal box would just give it away.
Now, what if during said 6-man match we see Big E turn on the New Day?
No,
You
No.
wouldn't see it.
no, because the
No,
New Day is those
The
three
New
guys.
Day have spoken very much about and that, as we're I know we're seeing, but OMD, you are correct.
More picks of the draft coming
You
up
will
on Raw
eventually
Talk
see.
tonight.
Oh, there are on tonight.
Yep.
Yep. So make sure you're staying tuned to probably WWE.com, and if you get a chance, see Raw Talk for the final picks of the draft.
I'll flip over to
But no,
the network.
but for the time being, one of the things I do want to say. That I'd like to see Big E just continue that ambassador role that he is doing right now. He is such a great person to have in that role because he is, especially with the football scenes like him, Titus, who did play college football, fantastic people to have in that ambassador role.
Absolutely.
They are, because their personalities are very
Larger than life.
They're very and they're about the fans because they know the fans pay my bills.
Yep.
Who do you think wins, Cody Rhodes?
Now, one name I have
or,
not seen yet being drafted
Go
is
ahead.
Johnny Gargano. Has he been drafted?
No, he has not.
No,
But I'm
Very
thinking that.
interesting.
but I'm thinking that he's probably staying on Raw, and now you're going to see The Way reformed.
But Austin Theory's on SmackDown.
Yep.
Yes,
Well, I got something for you guys.
but you've
Would you
got
not
Dexter,
rather see The
Indy,
Way
Candice, and
reformed?
John.
But instead of Austin Theory, we have Tommaso Ciampa.
Oh,
You could,
The back.
but keep in mind that at the end of it, right after Theory got his call up, Loomis replaced Theory.
That's true too.
And then you've got Index, you've got Candice and Johnny, and you've got that whole family aspect. And there's your Imperium battle.
Hey, wait, wasn't Indy Hartwell a part of them as well, or am I?
Yes, she was.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so I can kind of see The Way kind of being reformed.
in a way, I can see. Who wins this match? Sikoa or Rollins?
If Sikoa wins, that's a big rub for him.
I'm taking.
I will not be surprised if KO and Sami Zayn has something to do with Seth winning tonight.
Yeah, I could, but I also see Seth winning by DQ.
Yeah, because the
Oh
blood.
yeah, I didn't say
with it.
how he would win.
No,
Just
it'll
say-
be Seth by DQ, but it'll be the Bloodline, KO, and Sammy. And I'm going to say if they're going to go with what I think, what I believe, and I agree that they should do, then I think you're going to see a return tonight and Seth get the crap beaten out of him.
Sorry, can you say that again?
I think if they go with the way I hope and the way I think they should go, which is what they're talking about, is you will see the Usos, KO, and Sammy interfere, but then Seth will get the holy hell beaten out of him by somebody else who's making their return for the first time since Mania.
Solo trying his hardest to shut the crowd out.
Now,
Who
would
do
you
you
be
think's gonna
talking
return?
about one Logan Paul?
No. No, I am talking about one psychotic Scotsman.
Interesting.
Drew McIntyre.
Well, OMD, you did mention earlier about Drew. Drew's been drafted to Raw,
Yep.
so. And this would be a completely fresh feud, Seth and Drew, I believe.
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll make that work. Well, now we're playing the chicken game.
Yes, we are.
Oh, I hope these are charged now. I found my earbuds today.
Nice.
There you go.
I thought I lost them in one of my rigs when I was driving.
Right.
I did a whole bit on that one.
But I found it, so I'm happy now. Dude, you got to be smarter than that against Seth Rollins. Come on. I think he hurt his wrist when he went over the top rope.
Now, I did say that in the next commercial break, we will see what we have coming up in OLEs. So I am going to be playing a little video of what you can see with our local establishment this week. shit, people. We got a lot of shit going on. So much that
We do have lots
you
going
know
on.
it's a lot when you have to see the loop and hear the loop of that song. Because that is not a minute and a half song playing. It's about maybe a minute. So
This is definitely a busy week. Like, there's tons going on.
busy week, but yeah, a lot of
Dude,
the
it's
stuff
fun.
going on.
Just thank God we've got the manpower to do it, though, eh?
Damn it, Bobby.
Yeah, damn it, Bobby. No, and credit to Bobby Munson, my Brent's brother, the video bro himself. Hello. Shout out to you making all these amazing graphics that we see, which is that new intro we saw for OMD and Bubba Duke there and
Yeah,
also
buddy.
this week. Shout out to you for your hard work, and we appreciate you very much.
Oh, God, yeah. I couldn't have come up with a video like that for the Boar's Nest at all. No way, no how. Nope. And it's exactly on point for the Boar's Nest as to what we're trying to do now.
We're
Oh, we're
back
back.
with Monday Night Raw, and
We
I'm
are
already
back.
liking what they're doing. They have that ticker on the bottom to show you the draft selections. That is
Yes.
fantastic.
I kind of wish that they had the draft picks from SmackDown too showing on the ticker as well.
They are showing them on this ticker.
No, he's talking from
Oh,
the show
from
Picks
Friday
on
night?
SmackDown.
on Friday night, yeah.
Well, maybe they will, but I do like the fact that they're showcasing, what has happened on Raw. In case you missed it, this is what's happened
Yes.
so far.
Yeah, you're one of those people that come in late. This is what's going on now.
Yep.
I'm super happy they
Hey.
split up the LWO and the Judgment Day.
Judgment Day. Yeah.
Kind of getting sick of that.
Really good match so far going on with Solo Sikoa and Seth Rollins.
Yes.
It's nice to see kind of this match. It is a fresh match.
It is. It is.
No, and then of course my feed dies. Wah, wah, wah.
Oh.
Yeah, Bobby, anytime you want to throw some stuff in there for the Boar's Nest, but
Yes. And just a heads up on a programming note, this Thursday on the Boar's Nest, Bubba Duke and I will be playing Call of Duty Warzone 2.0 from the Modern Warfare 2 game, because that's what I was able to get. But I am going to be looking to see to double check this week and see if I can get Modern Warfare 2 at the price I found it for. If it's
I'm
still
getting
available.
it.
myself. I'm still back
Pardon
on
me?
Cold War. So.
So I'm not a
I
Call
got
of Duty
Cold War
fan,
too.
so
he's trying it out.
Yep.
If he can get the disc, it's going to be a great deal for him.
yeah.
It's a huge Samoan drop. Holy jumping.
Wow.
Heyman looks
Across
to
the
be talking to one tribal chief on the phone during this
I was
match.
gonna say he's talking to somebody.
Yeah, the tribal chief. Play by play.
Well, the announcer just pointed it out too.
Well, and I'm wondering this because does Solo, we were sort of expecting it on Friday, but does Solo turn on the Usos at Backlash?
Not a clue.
Or do the three of them, well, Roman's not going to be at Backlash, unfortunately, but I was going to say, or do the three of them turn on Roman?
A lot of good words from Bobby there. I got you, brother. I have advertisements for this Thursday ready for you and I. Have tagged and added in the YouTube description to help try to raise those views. Great show, guys. I appreciate the work you are putting in. And I'm going to have to agree and say the same. Very happy to see not only the work the three of you have added, but very much appreciate it. You guys are killing it, and I appreciate the additions. that you
Thank
guys
you,
have added
Parrish.
to our network.
Yeah, thank you, Parrish.
Here's the best part. It doesn't feel like work. We're just having
No.
fun.
No,
Exactly.
it's just a group of guys chilling, watching wrestling.
Exactly. Well, no, and even the Boar's Nest doing the gaming, that's all it is. We're just chilling and playing a video game.
Yep.
Yeah, like
Same
these guys
thing with
enjoy the adventure.
myself and Ed over at Wrestle Draft. All we're doing is just having fun playing a video game, putting
Yep.
out some, hopefully people find it entertaining. That's all we ask. But
Absolutely.
not only check out this week, but also the week after, because I can tell you, Ed has some stuff in store from me coming up on Wrestle Draft. And it's going to be
Okay.
fun. You will see what I mean this Saturday when you see as we have weeks 2 to 4 on our
Yeah, here comes the Usos are out there. Here
Yeah.
comes Sammy and KO
And
and
Riddle.
the Pothead.
And the show is over.
and that is your Monday Night
That's it.
Raw. That is a very, very
Anticlimactic
quick
ending.
ending. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to.
That's why I'm switching over to Raw Talk to
That's
see
Raw.
if maybe they continue it on there.
Yeah, what's going on in Raw Talk?
I don't know
Like it
if
there.
I have the Raw Talk on my TV, so I'm just going to wait.
Can I find that
But
on here?
yeah, everybody, thoughts on Raw tonight? What was your highlight? And where can we find you guys? And I'll start with Chris Best.
You can find me at YouTube, CBRS Entertainment, and why the hell not? I'm going to show my Facebook film page, 83 Films.
OMD, what do you got going on this week? And what did you think of Raw? What was your highlight?
I loved Raw this week. My highlight had to probably be the NXT surprises in the draft tonight.
Yeah, maybe that's I forgot to mention my highlight too was the NXT picks. I saw it months ago that Cameron Grimes is going to come up, and still I'm surprised about it.
Yes, because it has been a long time.
It's been a while because he was supposed to come back and come up in January, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, he's been out since about November, and then they sort of delayed it until after WrestleMania with the draft.
Bubba Duke, your turn. What did you like about Raw? What was your highlight? And what do you have going on? And where can the good people find you?
Highlight was them splitting up two factions that just their story's getting old. And you could find me Thursday nights, 7:30 to 9 here in the Boar's Nest, playing games and having fun. And you can find me at OLE and at Turnbuckle Studios.
Good stuff. And
Yes.
for what I saw on Raw, one of the things I thought that stood out that I really liked was Dominic Mysterio just continue to grow and get that heat.
Yeah.
It's always
yeah.
nice to
That's
see
cute,
somebody
man.
like
Especially
that.
tonight,
Yeah. I love watching guys grow and evolve in that ring, and it just seems like he's getting more comfortable being the bad guy. And for everyone that crapped on him during his face being in a tag team with Ray, absolutely phenomenal transition. And
Yes.
really happy, proud, and somewhat jealous because he makes it look easy, and that is a compliment. And
Yes.
yeah, you can follow me on all my socials. Chris Parrish on the Twitter, Chris Parrish on the Instagram, Chris Parrish on the YouTube, and the Chris Parrish on Twitch. And follow me every Saturday at 12 Eastern, Wrestle Draft, and every Sunday at 12:15 Eastern with Busting Out, as we announced yesterday that on the May 21st we have the Battle Riot 5 winner, the MLW superstar Alex Kane, joining us, which is going to be
Nice.
a lot of fun. So stay tuned for a graphic on that. That is coming. But I think for everyone on Twitch, I'm going to raid out and to our good friend at Get the Tables podcast. So everybody on Twitch, you will be rated to get the tables. Make sure you're saying hi, hello. Let them know who sent you there and show them the right way by giving them nothing but support. That to be there now. Everybody remaining watching us, I am going to show you where you can find our good old friend Carl Carafel. First, you can follow his store at carlcarafel.redbubble.com. Make sure you're going there to get all the good stuff that he has over there. And if you want to follow him on the social medias, make sure you're checking out his link tree / Carl Carafel right there. Last words before we say goodnight.
I'm all good here. I'm just waiting for Raw Talk to kick on, but it's in the middle of numerous commercials on the WWE network.
I've got Raw Talk on now.
I don't.
All right.
Can't find it.
So
For everybody, thank you for joining us. We appreciate everyone that has taken the time to enjoy Raw with us. Until next week, we will say, have fun, be safe, and